when last we left our heroes, who would like to go through the recap of what happened when we were all together? Not during the downtime, but...
Let's see.
If you want, I can.
I mean, I have some notes. Literally
Let's
4
see.
lines.
We made it into Voxley Allen. Ran into... or saw a rather eccentric person make their way into the city, and then we were told to get out of line, and then we were presented with the fact that we were going to get special passes that hadn't quite been arranged for yet.
Fast pass.
But then we were seen into the city. We split up a little bit. You and I went to the Smiths Guild, and I
guys
made
went
introductions for you. You guys went to a bar and met the eccentric person, who turned out to be a agent of some kind.
Assassin type
Yeah.
person.
Of the Black
Secret
Coats.
police.
Secret police.
Slave catcher.
Right.
Of Rigel.
Overall, just kind of a bastard.
And then we met back up and made plans for scattering for a while.
But before that, was the whole thing in the town.
That Riley got put in the
You
drunk
followed-
tank.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We skipped over that. Okay.
I forgot
You
about
followed the Wolfclaw orcs, made sure that they were not heading back towards the village. Threnin escorted the rescued women back to the town. You explored the wilderness, then you headed back to Oakhurst. You met with Constable, enjoyed some reprieve at the Old Boar Inn.
Some of us were more reprieved than
Some more than
others.
others, yes.
And then, yes, Joff spent some time in the drunk tank with Bishop, while you all spent some time in a tavern.
I think he was trying to take off his clothes, if I remember right.
Oh,
He was
yes.
Strip
Yeah,
naked
you
halfway.
told him to strip naked.
And climb
guards-
the roof.
Climb onto the bar, then the guard stepped in and he put up a fight against them.
I didn't tell him to strip naked. I told him he can. I didn't think he could climb the roof.
you told him to get on the bar, then Haas had him take his gear off so that way it wouldn't get damaged. Then he decided to strip naked, then the guards got involved, and then the guards tried to stop him from just doing anything stupid, but he fought that
pushed.
to the point that they threw him in jail.
And then he continued to
Bishop
scream.
joined him in there for a while.
In the cell.
Then
Oh,
the-
sorry. With the attempt at a daring escape, which went horribly wrong. Which I'm guessing is what he was trying to do.
And then the constable showed up at that night and told him to stop being such a pain. And then you all left and went back to Moxie Allen, QED, Scott's recap. And then you all split off. So, 40 days later, after having spent in what essentially amounts to a Kaorn month, excuse me, we're going to go ahead and start with Bruce.
Yeah, I didn't expect to go first.
I didn't expect to have left my dice.
Haha. Well,
Hang on a
let's,
second.
let's set the scene.
Yes, we will set the scene, but first I need my random number generators.
Yes. Let's use them to build narratives.
I was doing Adventure League and I left all my Adventure League stuff in the car, including my dice. I realized I didn't have my iPad, so I went down and grabbed it, but I forgot to grab actual dice.
Rainbow Optics.
So, who's feeling lucky tonight?
Rainbows are pretty cool.
Her Kiwi crate arrived.
Oh. So, they'll teach you how to be a better flightless bird?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that is a kiwi. We shoot rainbows out of its beak. That's much cooler than anything I received today.
Wait, a kiwi. Why isn't she upside down right now?
She does drain counterclockwise though. So.
It's like this month's crate is about the nature of light.
Both a wave and a particle. That's all you need to know.
Yeah, that's all.
Everything else comes naturally. All I gotta know is that, light's kind of tricky. It just pretends to be stuff. Did you ever hear of heart-like constructs? No, we're not gonna get into that.
Alright. So, Bruce,
Uh-huh. Yeah.
you are making...
Bruce there? Can I speak to Bruce?
I don't know, can you?
Inside the actor's studio.
Paul comes out of his trailer. All right, I'm all set for Bruce. All right, gotta play the part.
I'm in the zone.
In the zone. What's my motivation?
Hair and
I got
makeup. All set.
You can mess it up a lot more.
Let's do this.
Yeah.
It's kind of
Your-
blended in there.
Your travel back home does not go uneventfully.
Oh.
You can't
Dun,
really
dun,
see
dun.
the. Oh.
First off, there's getting back to the mountains,
Yes.
which takes you quite a few days in and of itself.
Yep.
That's
Following that-
Covered a lot of ground.
So I see that we should all just kind of leave the table. It's now a solo adventure.
Witnessing.
His downtime kind of pushed into the wee hours of the morning.
It's fine.
So, let's see. I'm assuming as you're making your way back, you're gonna be taking the roads, not really stopping in any towns. You're gonna just be heading straight back.
No, I want to get back on time. So
Yeah.
sure.
So, all right. Crossing through the mountains, you are allowed back in when you cross through the Pellar Pass, which is the centralmost one. It's the one you're more familiar with. Plus, they're a lot more accepting of northerners coming through versus the Arathids, who are kind of snobs to you on your way up. You continue down, you arrive at Daggermere, pass it, and continue along the main roads.
If I find civilized people, I give them a little warning about what I think is coming, about the which I'm going to tell the rest of the crew.
Do you warn them?
I think there's a storm brewing, and
Okay.
yeah,
So you sound like a doomsday.
So, like, are you going to
prophecy
put
guy.
in the effort to try and talk to somebody important, or just
just
deliver a
the
message?
guards. If I'm passing by the guards,
Okay.
you know.
The guards don't really seem to listen to you because you're a northerner.
Yeah.
You always seem to be spouting about.
Omens and such.
Yeah. Continue along, you arrive in the forest area, where you are somewhat surprised to see a white furred horse. Yeah, that's the right term, isn't it?
Haired?
Hair. Yeah, whatever. Hair, fur. It's,
Totally different.
it's a white horse,
Yes.
I'm just thinking of a horse that looks like a poodle.
except for the giant protruding horn from the center of its head.
Oh, wow. It's a horse with a different color. I'll warp out and approach it gently and maybe say hi to it.
Thanks.
So,
Thanks.
you're gonna approach in human form? Is the implication?
I think so. I'm guessing the direwolf form is probably more frightening.
Oh, probably.
Do you have a bunny?
I have a kitty.
So you're gonna try and approach it.
Which is
Yes.
Go ahead and make an animal handling check.
Yay. There's a 2 + 4 is a 6.
Gourd.
You might want to go in as the wolf.
This is where I get to roll up a new character.
Yep.
The unicorn
You
gores
die.
you.
Oh man, that always happens.
Failed.
STU. There we are.
Oh, you're so beautiful. Oh god.
I have another joke, but I'll hold off on that.
As you are approaching, the unicorn, obviously, kind of recoils away from you, and then rears up and seems to be like tamping its hoof into
Seems
the dirt.
agitated, maybe.
Yeah.
Am I interpreting it? Okay. I say, all right, easy. I back off a little bit. I say, you don't speak languages, do you? Common.
It.
As I'm backing off a little bit.
Are you speaking that in common?
Yeah.
You hear in your head.
Mm-hmm.
Do you? Let's see. I have your languages written here.
Yeah,
In
Sylvan.
Sylvan,
No,
you
nice.
hear a very light, somewhat elvish, very fey voice speaking to you, saying that this grove is protected and you should be gone or be struck down, evil creature.
Well, I don't think I'm evil, but I guess I'll be gone if you really want to be left alone.
This is a sacred grove, it'll say.
Okay. Well, too bad. I thought the old gods might smile in an old grove and something like that, but
She,
have a good day.
the unicorn asks, "What do you mean by old gods?"
I'm Bruce of the Bannock. I'm a follower of the old gods who guard nature, and I'm a druid in this world. And I don't know if that's the type of thing you're into or not.
Are you dropping the
Are you trying to think of
God damn it!
I'm getting the last unicorn vibes just a little bit.
I can't remember the movie. I saw it so long ago.
The unicorn seems. Make a persuasion check.
Sure.
Fill you in.
I'm even better at that than anyone. Like,
No.
well, that's a 17.
Okay. The unicorn seems like it's growing a little bit friendlier.
Yep.
And it says that is what her purpose is. I've never heard of the old gods, but I am here to protect the sacred places of nature.
Yeah, the old gods might just be what my people call them. You might have different words for it. And of course, it's all in Sylvan.
Yes.
Is there anything I can do to help out, or is everything going okay over here?
Tell no one what you found, and keep an eye out for snake men.
Snake man. Yeah, it sounds like bad news. Okay.
Okay.
Well, I think I need to keep moving along, so.
She says, "Yes,
talk.
please be gone."
Yes. Yep. Good seeing you. Do you have a name?
Hey, I'll give you my number.
Oh, then I get too good for it. Pressed it one too far.
She said, "It says my name is Kiner."
All right, kind of. All right. Well, good luck. If you need help with the snake man,
Do we have a pencil I can borrow?
that can be found in
I
Vox.
appear to have stolen yours.
Orlane or
This is not
Vox.
mine,
Some of
but
the towns around here might be able to find me. Orlane or Voxley Allen or
What
something.
kind of name is that?
Oh.
Kind of name is going to keep talking.
He was asking for a pencil to throw at you.
And I thought that with the dialogue going on, you were the one who was horny.
Oh God.
Terrible.
Oh God.
You didn't go with the virgin joke. That was the more obvious one, I think.
Wait, really?
All right.
Okay.
Thank you, Paul.
Oh, no problem.
The rest of your journey passes uneventfully. I'm assuming you're going to cut through the mountains like you did on the way up here?
Yeah, especially if I'm running short on time. Then
Well, you're certainly on a tight time schedule. You don't have a lot of time to waste.
yeah.
The rest of your journey passes uneventfully. You cut across the mountains. You arrive on the main trail. You head down, swoop across, and head straight up for Alaghon.
That's where we said we were going to meet. I can't remember where.
You did say you were all going to meet up in Alaghon.
Yeah.
You didn't really feel any reason to stop in Voxley Allen. You cut across the river
I hate that place. So.
and avoided it as quick as you could.
Yep.
Arriving on the outer edges of Alaghon, the city on the screen, you are stopped by the Flaming Fists mercenary police force at the bridge that crosses the river, and you are asked to pay the toll,
No,
2
yes.
copper.
Rose.
Good thing I have enough money for that.
Did I tell you not to
Yeah,
take
short
it?
adventure. Yeah, I give him 3 and I say keep the
Tell you
change.
what.
He
You
says,
can look through that quick.
all right,
I think you'll find
get
it
across. You, basically, like, there's a huge bridge that crosses this really wide river. At the very center of the bridge, they have these 2 drawbridges that go
Look
up.
at the window.
Allows ships to pass back and forth. That also allows them to stop traffic across the river.
Fair enough.
Make your way across the rest of the bridge.
This is where we've been before, though, right? This
Yes.
was the one with the yeah.
I'm just re-describing it because
Thank you. Yeah, it's been a while.
it has been a while, and I assumed you would have forgotten.
Yeah, I didn't remember the bridge, so you're right about that.
I wonder if it's on here, real quickly.
Meeting there.
Right here, this. You can see, like, this is where you would have started.
I see.
This is where they asked for the toll, and then you arrive here on the dirt. Then you cross through the slums
We're
to
meeting in the Tavern of Horrors.
to get to the gate. Yes, you're meeting in the Tavern of Horrors, which is right about here.
Oh, I remember the name. Wow, what are the odds? All right.
Well, it's a pretty
On
distinctive
Friday the
name.
13th.
Pretty, yes. Horrible.
Arriving at the city gates, you are asked to pay another toll of
Probably
the
dropped
land.
it.
2
20 on the
coppers.
table.
I give my last copper to the other guy. No, that's not true.
Okay.
I pay it. I don't
But
give him a
that's
tip
okay.
this time.
That works.
Okay.
Because now I'm irritated again by nature, by civilization. Spent 40 days without this crap.
They seem completely and utterly indifferent
Yeah.
to your opinion.
Man, I'm just the
And
toll guy.
Here's the violence inherent in the system. Come and see the violence inherent in the system.
You march into the city of Alaghon proper, the lower city, the more middle class area. Begin making your way.
Did I arrive basically on the day we were going to meet up?
Yeah, this is the day. Go ahead and make a investigation check.
Aha, I'm great at that.
Are you?
16.
There you
Apparently
are.
I'm not bad about it.
You are able to make your way through the winding streets, the crowded people.
Okay.
Takes you like
Take it.
a solid hour, maybe
And
2,
put
to
it back
cross
in the
through
box,
all these
okay?
slums and into
Remember,
this area
that
and make
stuff
your way
doesn't-
through. It's really crowded, really
Make sure you put it
slowing
all
you down.
back in the way.
I'm good with mental maps, though. I'm an
You are.
outlander.
Put it in
And you are able
the
to
way
arrive outside of the squat stone building with the great green devil
Awesome.
face staring back at you, black mouth doors open, and you can
Yeah, I'm
you're
gonna
at
go.
Town of Horse.
Gonna go on in, see if my crew is there, but get a drink pretty quickly.
Oh, you step inside, and Snivelly Infamous, the halfling patron, greets you. Says, "Welcome back." Your companion said you would probably be arriving around now.
Good.
Are you sure it was sticking?
And
They're
he
all there.
says they're over at a table at a private booth.
All right. Can I get some of the normal alcohol, none of that magical crap?
What? You don't like my special brew? My friend made it.
It was kind of fun, but not today. It's been a long trip.
All right, that's no skin off my nose. 4 copper for a mug.
Yeah, sounds good. I'll grab 2.
All right. You'll get a tip.
Sure. Yeah, 20% tip. So 10 copper total.
There you go. It's 1 silver.
Yeah, there you go.
He fills up 2 mugs, plops them both down in front of you, takes his silver, slides it into a lockbox, says, "All right, well, have a good day."
Okay, double fist. Chug one and then sip the other on the way over, you know.
You take it. And just take the other one. And keep
Yeah.
going. All right.
Ah, the Shield of Orlane.
Stepping inside, you can see Hoss, you can see Jismal, you can see Joff.
Is he clothed?
Currently.
Ah, you kept your shirt on this time. Good
Yes,
job.
welcome back.
Good to see you.
Hello.
Shield mates? Pack mates? Something?
Probably pack mates for
Pack
you.
mates, yes.
Oh, if you guys wanted rough reminders of what happened, here are your, here's what I call your day logs.
Oh, well, that's very useful.
Mine's easy.
Yeah, mine's
Yeah,
fairly
but
easy
that
too.
one's for you anyways.
Wow, that's super useful.
Mine comes back and it's 3 pages.
So what you all been up to?
Rosalind.
My tale may be less adventurous than some. I
Oh, yeah.
oh gosh, what was it called? I went to the city or town of Olier.
No, that was a city.
Oh, okay, city. See, I don't know your system. It was a city.
Greater metropolitan area.
And I hung out with a theater troupe and got to learn a lot more about this land and got some stories, drank lots of alcohol,
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
did something useful.
and I got 6 puppies. Randomly.
Do you possess?
Right
Are
now.
they here right now?
Two of them are.
There was some guy throwing stones at this poor dog, and she died, but before she died, she gave birth to 6 puppies, which I ended up with. Pawned a few off on Lysander when I stopped in to visit him at his Artisans Guild. Sold a couple,
Guild
or
puppies?
gave one away for free, sold one to some wealthy dude. And I have one that's mine.
So do you have,
Yeah.
are you holding a puppy right now?
Yeah,
what I
my
see?
dog, well, yeah, I am. Check it out.
You come up with a name for the dog yet?
Oh gosh, I
She's
didn't.
holding.
I'm holding puppies.
You're a puppy dealer. You definitely become a puppy dealer.
Yeah.
Got the good stuff here. So, well, what's your puppy's name?
It doesn't have one yet. I just call it Dog. And
Dog's a puppy.
I don't want to be attached to it, but I kind of got attached to a lot of them. But yeah.
Is it?
I saw Lysander in, was it Voxley Allen?
You did.
His
This is the
artist fair went pretty well. His love life, not so much.
Oh, you can tell his
Oh
story.
yeah, he'll update you, but you know, he's not here right now. Right?
Oh, isn't he? Is Lysander not here?
Nope.
Oh.
I said you saw Joff, Hoss, and Jasmine.
And
Yeah,
a puppy.
And a puppy.
I was like, oh, puppy.
Yeah.
She might have named the puppy Lysander.
I think Lysander's a good name for the Lysander 2.
Should we call it Lysander 2?
Yes.
All right. That's
I
its
was
name
there
now.
right
That is a terrible name.
Lysander's not here, so yep.
There may be a
Meet
subtitle.
Lysander 2,
Aw.
Lysander to the
the
sequel.
second.
Do you deal with dark evil powers? Aww. Deals with the devil. Aww.
Again, if I was there right now,
I bet they're adorable. Deals with the devil.
It's gonna be the improved Lysander. morally right.
That would be a
Dogs.
better Lysander.
It's nothing I wouldn't say to his face.
It's not personal. Is this because I can't respond?
It might be.
Yes.
It's mostly because I forgot that you weren't here, so. Or I didn't do the math right of the names I had versus the names I didn't. Oh, that's exciting. Do you know where Lysander 1 is?
No, not yet. He seemed good when I left him. He had just had a successful artist fair thing.
You'll probably get into trouble pretty quickly. How long ago was that?
I mean, it's Lysander, so yeah, probably.
How long ago?
Oh gosh, what was it?
Roughly, I mean.
Today's basically day 40.
All right. Like day 30 or 10 days ago or so. I
about
saw him.
Been a little while.
Yeah.
2 5-day weeks.
Who knows what he could have done in those 10 days?
Fair enough. Anyway.
Yeah, that's about
Wow.
it for me. Nothing too eventful. Hung out with Haas here a little bit. Got here early.
Joff asks, are you any good at removing a curse?
Oh, yeah.
Maybe tomorrow morning I can ask the gods.
Oh my god.
Not this instant. Well, I can like dispel magic.
Because I ran into a little spot of bother coming out of Voxley-Allen about a month ago.
Gosh.
There was
Sounds pretty bothersome.
an
It's
old
unprecedented.
woman who
Shock and horror.
was kind of suspicious, and she asked for help, and I thought she might have been a bandit, so I tried to back out and go away, and she turned into a dragon, and then she cursed me.
This is slowly turning into
Wow.
Dragon Age 2 or something.
Actually, it slowly turned into Beauty and the Beast.
Oh no.
Jeez.
Does he look?
Beauty and the
Does he
Halfling.
look dragony?
She kind of cursed me in the sense that you remember when you guys went through a mirror?
Yeah.
Kind of like that, but not as bad.
Okay. Huh. That was pretty bad.
What does that mean? I wasn't here when you guys went through the mirror.
Started making me think in a much more bloodthirsty way.
Oh,
and,
okay.
I'm just thinking a little less about people I care about.
Look at this cute puppy.
It's a very cute puppy. Other than that, I built a cabin in the woods.
That's great.
It's about an hour's outside of Orlane. I have a map with a bunch of traps on it. So just make sure you come with me or have this map if you need to go there. It's a secret, but the guards of Orlane know about it, so that way they can protect it and it doesn't get ransacked.
Yeah. Has one trap from every genre of trap.
Trap collection. He's basically starting to become the big bad evil guy. Starts by building a little house with traps, and then you're having magical beasts to guard it, and then you're having.
I think he's a mini boss.
The idea of the house is that we can go there if we get into trouble.
That's a good idea. So I'm willing to cast a spell magic and see if that does anything. And I got it. You want that?
Droff's not very intelligent. He says, he rolled an natural 20. He says, do you have something a little bit more along the lines of what the priests did to
No, the old gods don't let me remove curses. They
Vargas though? No?
they pretty much figure if you got a curse, you probably deserved it. Is sort of how they work.
Okay. Well, I don't think Dispel Magic will work.
Yeah, the helm priest maybe they can help you out.
Yeah, you might have to
They
go
were
to the
pretty.
temple.
They were pretty good last time.
I can probably just work with this. I can fix it.
Yeah, I think if I did like a lot of thinking and contemplating and meditating, it seemed to get better. So it might be something you can fight.
Well, that's a problem for another day. What about the rest of you? You went on a troop. You got puppies. Hoss?
I've been working
Grand time.
here in the city as a smith, and also doing some research now that I have access to the library as an acolyte of the Eminent Sages Guild.
Oh, that just went away.
Yeah.
So was that the Paragon now? Was that Breaker?
Did you plan this?
Yes, absolutely.
Friday
Oh,
the
except not at all.
13th.
Yes.
That's not good. Right?
Oh.
There we go. It's back on.
That's impressive.
That's weird.
We just have to keep the balance, the balance of the upstairs, like a little closer to this way. That's all.
Wait a minute. Wait. What was the last word you said before that happened?
Sage's Guild.
Working swordfish.
It's a good password.
I can't think of anything I've had running that would have overloaded breaker.
It might just be power with.
Is it the same breaker as the house?
Well,
No.
the fact that it reset makes me think it wasn't the breaker.
Yeah.
Probably just like
Probably not the
town
logo.
having a
Brief
brownout.
power outage.
It could be.
A brownout or something. Yeah.
The power grid here is weird.
Not to interrupt your flow, Hoss.
No, yeah. So
He spits more sick beats.
Haas just So Haas is a member of the Eminent Sages Guild now as well, and he's made himself known to the local smiths, and he's been working as a smith, and it's just relaxing. It's been a very relaxing month. Figured I should get that in before my friends arrive.
Are we not
Bring the crazy.
Are we not
gun on my
relaxing?
Well, until we have to fight another mind flayer and
Dragon.
Or go into a magical mansion.
Glub Rezu.
What about you? What happened with you?
Some stuff. Oh God. So
Do you need more beer?
hang on.
Did
Yeah.
you go on a bender?
I'm gonna order a beer
Finish
for
this one
Bruce
and
and,
then- that's what I'm
myself.
talking about.
Haas
yes.
if he would like one,
Okay.
and of course Josh.
I don't think you need more alcohol. His memory's already cracking up.
Memory's not the
He
problem.
needs
None-
to get flowing with his story
Not
though.
the biggest storyteller. So family problems
Oh,
is the
boy.
short version. The slightly longer version is, so I'd gotten this letter that you guys remember that. So this is from my cousin Tristan. Well, no, it was from Agrid in Orlane. He was taken over there. He sent me this letter saying he met up with Tristan. Tristan wasn't doing good, and that I should maybe head over there and see what the deal is. I head over to see what the deal is, and while I'm there, looks like Agrid's kind of whipping things into shape, but I'm a little concerned he might be getting a bit power hungry in the area. But maybe
Paul
not.
says, "Oh yeah, I stopped by there. He was asking me a favor. I think
What type of favor?
he wanted me to speak to Voxley Allen Council on his behalf for him to take over or give in charge of the keep that we explored."
Oh yeah, he mentioned that to me too.
Oh.
Voxley Allen was going to send in political powers, or maybe someone to take charge of the area. So that's what got me worried about him being maybe power hungry, a little bit. I didn't make a commitment one way or the other. I guess you did.
Well, I mean, it's understandable not wanting an outsider, so.
Yeah, this felt a little more law and order than I usually like.
Yeah, but you don't like any law and order.
Well, you're right, old gods.
I'm speaking as Joff right now.
You're right, Job. So, Tristan told me... Oh, God. Stories. Tristan told me that my parents, who had died under suspicious circumstances, there was a cult growing in our tribe up north. He told me his father, my uncle, who is Angus, who is
Pencils.
who was my
It's okay, Rose.
kind of like a father to
Pick it
me, that Angus had been struck down, maybe by the same cult. We agreed to go north to check it out, to see what I can do to help out, because this is a cult of a bad storm god, one of these new gods, like that's problematic Talos. So we go north, check out the situation. Long story short, that is what's going on. And the leader, Hamish, is, in charge of the whole tribe. My clan is a smaller part of the tribe, but looked like he was the puppet master, so to speak. The first night out, he basically has one of his priests try to assassinate me. I'm able to turn the tables. Yeah. You never have a
Damn.
lightning from the sky directed from an evil god at you. You know, that was a lot of fun.
Well,
Luckily, I was able to overpower him with the help of Tristan. Then we got news that. Well, luckily I was able to create a distraction, and Hamish was on his deathbed, but not dead yet.
I'm good.
Yes, thank you. God, I picked these two names and I can't remember which one is which.
You can say uncle and bad guy.
Yeah, Uncle Bad Guy. Not Uncle Bad Guy. So the uncle was in bad shape, and no one was supposed to touch him. You know, that it's sort of like he lives or dies based on whether the old gods like him or not. Was the bad guy's plan to get rid of him, was to let him die. I was able to create a distraction and sneak in and heal my uncle. So I was able to revive him.
Oh, good.
Yeah, no, that was a good thing.
You can sit on this.
Then
That's easier.
we got word that there was going to be a clan
Do you want to move
meeting
stuff around for you?
for the whole tribe because there's someone who wanted to make a deal with us, someone named Malaketh. We go out, Malaketh, yeah, we go out and meet with him. Apparently he reeks of brimstone and
He didn't reek. There was a faint smell.
Well,
Well, it's your story.
probably has a strong nose. That wolf sense.
You reeked of brimstone.
Yeah.
Had 5 horns.
yeah, horns had horns on them.
so you could have just called him Evil Mickey Wilson, and it would probably be accurate.
Yeah, definitely. So Malaketh said he and his followers, he follows some dark god, Dark One, wouldn't give me a name, had attacked a dwarven kingdom up there and stolen an artifact that they have. It was like a club with a skull on top.
I was going to say it wasn't another Rex.
No, that'd be too easy. I wondered. No, it was a club with a skull on top, and it looked evil as hell. So then he basically offers an alliance with us of, vaguely join us or die for my tribe. We have to go back and consider the offer. Everyone's acting like they're not interested, but in the middle of the night, I'm able to spy on the bad guy in my tribe. And so he's talking about something like he makes an agreement with Malaketh with some stipulations or something like that. And so I start to think he's up to no good. The next day, we go back to Malaketh, and we all say we don't want it, including the bad guy, which I was surprised that he didn't want Malaketh's deal. And then Malaketh basically summons a bunch of undead and attacks us. It says basically, if you won't be with us, we'll destroy you. We're fighting the undead, and the bad guy in my tribe is trying to act like he's casting spells at the undead, but he's actually just hitting me with them.
Oh, man.
Sounds like a jerk.
Did you catch him
yeah,
in
big
the
time.
act? Like you saw him doing it? Or?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I was able to see that this was happening. But he's pretty good cleric. That was hard. Including at one point he sent me into a demi-plane. He banished me out of the battle for a while.
My time seems so lame.
There's a lot of action.
Kicking back and relaxing.
Like I said, family problems.
Oof.
So, and at one point I was actually able to. It was the old gods that helped me get out of the demi-plane. I never really had kind of direct contact with them before, but I maybe got a little more humble in my asking than I had been before. And
What was it like in the demi-plane?
gray, kind of featureless.
Ooh.
It's like a place you go where the spell puts you there.
Okay.
It's not like an actual place.
Right,
It's sort of-
okay,
it's a
it's
pocket.
like-
It just take the person in the battle you don't want in the battle out of the battle for a while.
Okay.
Kind of thing.
By the way, you weren't here for
Limbo.
this, but this wasn't your first time being in that demi-plane. When you were fighting in Orlane, the guy in heavy armor who rode in on a nightmare and blew up the ballista banished you.
That was me again.
You weren't there for that,
Yeah.
but yeah,
Yeah.
the Death Knight banished you.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, so basically, it's sort of a standard cleric trick if you're high enough level.
Would it be to the same demi-plane every single time? Because
Well,
that'd be kind of interesting.
You get a
Considering
stamp on your
nothing
passport.
is
for
permanently
different
there,
ones.
then yes, it is.
Yeah, next time I'll leave some breadcrumbs and see if it's the same one.
The Mormons were right.
Or what
Yeah.
you could do is you could leave a whole loaf of bread so you have a
Bruce
snack
was
next
here.
time.
That's true, yes. Anyway, the old gods got me back out of that and got me back into the battle. We were able to beat a round of the undead. Basically, also my tribesmen were starting to go with the bad guy, starting to believe he really had the way, and he was consolidating power. I was able to spread some rumors and get the other of my tribespeople to realize he was assassinating people. So luckily at that point, all my tribesmen kind of joined in and helped out and sort of switched against him. Not quite there yet, but they... God, I'm getting this all out of order.
That's been a long trip.
Yeah. After the undead, After the undead attacked me and we fought them off, I basically just accused the bad guy, Hamish, at that point, and said, this ends here, basically. And then infighting broke out, right? Some people aligned with him, some people aligned with me, and I went after him. And with a little help from my uncle, who was there with me at that time, and some other friends, I was able to subdue Hamish, but he got away. He teleported away. His god helped him out. But I guess the upshot is I'm in charge of the whole tribe now.
Whoa.
So, I guess.
I like to imagine that's exactly what Haas is facing.
Yeah.
So,
Wow, we're like
there's
sitting
that.
with royalty here.
We're not big on trappings of royalty.
Well,
Though you did have to put on a robe and carry a scepter. for a while.
Yeah. I mean, it's a wooden staff. Such a fun stuff.
Are you a con now? Or
I feel like a con. No, I think you mean that in different, spelled differently. No, I should know. I should make up an official title for the. I mean, the head. It translates to head of the tribe. Is what it
Bruce
translates.
Almighty.
They've kind of been. I didn't hear that. What?
Bruce Almighty.
Oh, God. They were kind of just referring to you as like speaker for the tribe.
Speaker. Yeah, we're not big on rank and title.
Yeah.
so speaker.
Speaker.
Bruce the speaker.
And I might have gotten a nickname from some half giants as well.
You did. Damn it! You ever have those shower thoughts that are only in your mind before the shower? Yeah, I realized the perfect name. Well, not the perfect name, but an unacceptable one.
You want to get back to me later? That's fine too.
Okay.
They were gonna call you.
You gonna live?
I'm gonna call it Stormrunner.
Stormrunner. Ooh, that's pretty good.
Stormrunner, I think, sounds a little bit better than the one that I came up with, which I think was Stormwolf.
Stormwolf's not too bad either, but Stormrunner is probably a little more poetic.
Sounds badass. Also, may or may not have been one of the werewolves in Twilight.
Ruined it all.
Ouch.
It's so good for me.
You're not Stormrunner anymore.
Redacted.
You're not serious. Like, do you literally think it's
I'm kidding. I'm pretty sure if you look it up, there's someone close to that.
Okay.
Well, he was.
It got really weird.
Considering you had as much time as you did after the battle, they came up to you. They said this. The idea being that you had run the storm out.
Yeah, it fits. And so right now my uncle's basically acting as a regent in my stead, but I'm going to have to scribe back and forth with him, magically communicate to keep an eye on things up there with Malakath. And
Your uncle's acting as regent for the whole tribe, and your cousin Tristan is acting as
leader of the clan of the
leader of the
Bannock
clan.
clan. So the Bannock clan is part of the Drumna Drochets, is the whole tribe.
Would you give
Your
a
clan is Banna?
Bannock.
He is of the Bannock clan, which is the Drumnadrokit tribe, which is about 300 strong right now.
Yeah.
Made up of about 6 clans.
Wait, is this just
So,
Black
sorry,
Panther?
are you speaker for the
No,
clan
you
or the
already
tribe?
made that
The tribe,
reference.
the whole
tribe.
I
thing.
still
Wow.
haven't seen that
Yeah.
movie.
Cool.
You gotta watch it. Because you'll instantly realize what you've done here. Because I made the reference and again, it's just...
So that was the last thing. I was consolidating power and making sure there wasn't too much more of a
The cult.
cult presence in the tribe. And then I came back here.
You have been
y'all.
exceptionally busy.
Wow, yeah.
It's been a busy
seriously.
time. But I feel better about this. I was worried about things up.
So, do you
north.
feel like is Hamish the bad guy?
Hamish is the bad guy.
Are you expecting him to be like trying to build up power somewhere against you to come back? Is he like a vengeful type or?
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Who isn't a
I mean-
vengeful type? Damn few.
Did he run back to Malakath?
Yeah. Do you know?
Something like that?
It's not clear to me. He may have. He like teleported away in a bolt of lightning.
Okay.
So, but it's not clear
Those
where
are-
he went.
I have to say, that was a very dramatic moment, and I loved it.
Yes.
He extended his hand towards the heavens, and a lightning bolt shot down out of a clear blue sky.
It was a good use of a themed teleport. I appreciate that. Yeah. After he had already been dropping lightning bolts on everyone.
I'll be entirely honest. During your one-on-one session, I just had a huge smile because of all the crazy shit that was happening.
Yeah, no, that was a lot of fun. That was very enjoyable.
And it's like this powder keg has been sitting there just waiting to go off for months.
Yes, very, very much. So it went off. It went off, and it went okay. And now I'm done talking.
Welcome back.
Yeah,
I'm glad you were
thanks.
not electrocuted by lightning or anything
Yeah,
crazy.
kind of singed, but yeah, not
well, like fully.
not
you know,
dead from electricity.
I'm glad you're still standing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thanks.
glad you
Appreciate it.
returned.
Thanks.
We appreciate it.
Yeah. Well, you guys will be my relaxation.
Hold this puppy
so.
for a while.
Who's
You
a
look
good
like
puppy?
You need some puppy time with Lysander too.
It's like a 40-day-old puppy. It can barely open its eyes.
40 days it should be
You begin to study its form.
getting
I'm
there.
not a veterinarian. I'm a
Cute.
It's
Pet.
It's about this big.
Oh, pet. Awesome. Does anyone not go? Is Lysander back yet, or is Lysander not present yet?
Lysander is not present.
So what do you think we should do?
I guess we're gonna wait for him, right?
I guess so.
In the meantime, there are rooms here. I have seen the ladies' agents about. I haven't talked to anyone.
At a
Hello?
booth? Someone knocking at a
Snively?
booth?
Not quite, but he did give me
Okay.
permission to come back here.
Who is it?
Where's the knocking coming from? I'm confused about the layout of this situation.
We're in like a little private
Yeah, you're
parlor.
in a private area.
So it's knocking at the
Oh,
private
okay.
booth.
Yeah.
Who
Come
is
in.
it?
Come in.
I'm getting conflicting things here. Should I come in or should I say who I am first?
Both.
Fine, announce yourself.
I'm. Fuck me. I am.
That's a weird name. I mean, sorry, I'm
It's a
new to
family
this
name.
land, but
I am Jarvis. I'm here to deliver a message.
Oh, by all means, come in.
We like messages.
Door swings open. He says,
well,
"Are you
depends on the content.
the-
right?
Dark wings, dark
the
words.
Shield of Orlane?"
Among other things, yes.
Yeah.
Technically.
There you are.
Oh.
Thank you.
Typically, there's a tip associated.
I hand over a copper.
Okay, that works. And he leaves.
He spits on the ground. I do enjoy the seals. Sorry, too easy.
And who is this from? Okay.
What's up over there, Haas? Come on.
Oh,
We give it to the guy who's the most quiet and contemplative.
Fine. I'll read it. This is. Well, you know what? I'll maintain. No, I guess it does say fellow.
To the point, Haas. Come on.
Dude! Suspense is killing her.
Fellow
pouring a drink.
Fellow Shields of Orlane, I write to you in this. I'm not. By the way, I'm not saying this. This is the letter.
Right. Okay. Gosh.
I'm just gonna find any way I can to
Delay
draw
it,
it.
yes.
Draw it out.
In the beginning.
What are you guys doing tomorrow? Fellow
Probably still listening to you and start to read this letter.
Part 2.
Fellow Shields of Orlane, you're looking tense.
Because you're not reading it.
That's what it says. It says you're looking tense.
Fellow Shields of Orlane, I write to you in both great spirits and inner turmoil. Since Jasmel's chance meeting with me only a few short days ago, much has happened. My wife, who has been the goal of my attempts at adventuring so far, has been returned to me. This, however, comes with a caveat attached. My patron has asked that I make a difficult decision, but both options are not what you would call ideal. In short, I either cure my wife of her illness and be tethered to his employ for eternity, or cure my wife and wash my hands of him and his employ. Wash my hands of him and his ilk forever. One sacrifices my free will to provide safety for Hermia and myself, while the other allows me to retain my autonomy while always looking behind my shoulder for those looking to conclude my darker dealings. I must sit on this for a bit longer than expected while Hermia recovers. I chose to cure her immediately, as no strings were attached to that decision to my knowledge. No matter what, she is my world, and I must cherish the moments I have with her before anything else happens. She always was my better half. Due to all this, I may be a few days late to Alaghon. I will arrive as soon as possible with another in tow, whom I think you'll be glad to meet. Until then, remember that warmer months ahead hide a harsh and harrowing winter. Stay safe.
Damn.
I assume he means that he's bringing the necromancer with him.
Another puppy, Lysander 3.
By the way,
He does have two of them at his artist
by the way,
guild.
Noah,
I really loved that line, specifically because at this point you guys are a few short weeks away from the coming summer solstice or equinox. Summer solstice.
Solstice, yes.
Solstice.
One of those, yes.
Summer midpoint.
So it's from Lysander. You didn't say that, but
man.
it was strongly implied.
Right.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
That sucks.
That is tough. Poor guy.
Well, I mean, I assume that he can decide what to do with
Yeah.
his wife. Keep her now that he has a chance. He can keep her counsel.
Yeah, that's good. How long was she missing for? Like, were they separated?
I don't know if I know exactly. It's months.
We're
at
bad
the least.
friends.
It's like we never
Well.
listen. We never listened.
So
I think it was a
Anyway.
while.
All right.
I think
Well, it looks like either way, at least he's got her back, which
clearly
is
the whole time
awesome.
I knew him. Yeah.
I hope they didn't run into UA at any point.
Yeah, that'd be awkward.
Well, maybe they're all great friends. We
Yeah,
never know.
maybe.
So
Yeah.
let's see.
Okay, so I guess we're gonna have to wait a few days for
Yeah,
them
one
to
way or
get
another,
back.
one way or another, we'll run into him.
Or we could head back. It's a day back, right? By wagon.
To Voxley Allen? Is that where he's going to meet us?
Oh, it's
that
only
where he
a
is?
day.
We could, but it doesn't say that he wants us to come back there.
I
He
recently
says he's
got that
coming here.
sending spell, but I haven't used it. Can
Ah.
we perhaps
Yeah,
see if he's already on the way?
Joff says sure.
I
The
just
DM also says.
sorry,
You
I
can
just
cast
don't.
any spell you
I don't
want.
know how it works because I haven't been able to use
It's
it
like a-
since I
it's like a-
upgraded to it.
like a
but
text
Sending-
message.
the way
it's
it
like a
works,
25
25 words
word message, any
to
distance.
anybody at any distance
Okay,
as long
that's
as you're on
what
the
I
same
thought.
plane. So if he hasn't been sucked into the Feywild or killed, then you should be able to reach him.
Okay, so should I
25
try to
words.
send him a message and see if he's on the way or if we should go to him?
Sure.
Sounds like a good
All
one to
right.
me. And he can respond with a message to you.
Of equal
Yes.
number, yeah.
Yep. Basically, we send out a tweet and he tweets back.
Yeah. All right,
But not quite as limited.
A new tweet.
let's see. How
Use
can we
big
get
words.
this
Because
in
you got 25 words. So you might as well use big words.
Let's see. Hey, Lysander. Wait, can I draft this first? Hey, Lysander.
no,
Congrats on your wife.
So much emotional labor in this message.
I'm trying to pare it down, but I mean, I'm happy for him. I want him to know that.
That's fine.
It's funny that you decided to pair congratulations to congrats when you're limited by the words, not the size of the word.
Whatever. I'm just Jesmal. I'm a casual person.
Yeah, it's not a.
It's all right. Congrats
you're
on
doing
your
great.
wife.
You're doing great.
So, hey, Lysander, congratulations on your wife.
No, congrats. That's what I said.
Okay, it's still only the
Casual.
same thing.
Are you on your way, or should we join you there? How many is that? That's like
Right now, that's I think
17.
17.
anything else that should add in?
We love Lysander too.
Come meet Lysander too.
Lysander 2. You got 4 more words if you want to say that.
It doesn't make any sense. And I
YOLO.
respond-
From
Hashtag.
Wait.
your buddies.
Hashtag Warlock
No, no.
Life.
No, here. How many more words? And then,
There we go.
I'm just imagining attaching a hashtag and having it be one gigantic one. Kind of like the collect call. Oh, you got a collect call from Hi Honey, It's a Boy?
Yeah. We had a baby.
So-
It's a
Alright.
boy.
So, Lysander, at this point,
Uh,
you receive this message.
Oh, nice.
I'm still on the same plane.
Sending a
Yes.
so
And you can respond and you
I
can
struck afterwards.
do you want to do some of your stuff first?
Yeah, what situation am I in right now?
Okay.
I want to
Do you
quickly
want
run
to
to
do
the
this
bathroom while
one-on-one, or do you want to do this?
You guys can let me know.
I mean, you
if
guys-
the
you
two
guys will
comes
find
back
out about
while I'm
this.
gone.
We'll see
Okay.
you in the bathroom. Take your
Probably.
So you guys will find out
Other
this
side.
soon, so might as well do
Push.
what I do.
Okay.
There you go.
All right. So
What's a beach ball
At this point,
for?
it's day 40 of your downtime.
It's a communication.
You've been tending to Hermia. Were you keeping her at the temple, or were you keeping her in the artist guild and having somebody come to tend to her?
So,
I was gonna go with the temple, seeing
Oh, I
as
can-
that seems to make sense. They're
Sure.
the ones who cured her of the whole stone thing.
So you head over to the temple and your daily visit to make sure everything's going okay. As you step inside, the hold on, where is it? The helm guardsman or the helm cleric who you've been communicating with most, person in charge of Hermes' case. You learned his name was Osaka.
Okay.
He tells you that there has been a change in her condition and to follow him, please.
Wait, what?
Follow me, please.
I got that. No, take me to her.
He says, I'm trying to. Follow me, please.
He's following.
I'm not standing there staring at him like an NPC. I'm walking with him while we say this.
Don't insult my NPCs with that manner. He escorts you into the room, and he stays outside, which you would know as somewhat untraditional. He typically goes in and tends to her. He says, go in.
Did you explain what's... Okay.
You open up the door, and Hermia Hoff magically teleports into the room.
You Kramer your way in through the door.
As you open the door, you can see...
Dramatic, alright.
Where's her? There you go. You can see Hermia, red hair, freshly cleaned, sitting up in bed, looking at you. And she says, Lysander.
It's been a while.
Has it?
Sorry, is your dog gonna eat me if I go in when nobody is in
He's
there?
not going to eat you. He's going to bark. If you just let him sniff your hand, he'll stop barking and sniff you with it.
Alright.
Yeah, all bark. No bark.
Yeah, Ace is kind of an
Just
asshole.
making sure, because I know he's like kind
That's
of
a-
barky, but I've
Yeah,
never been there when there hasn't been anyone around, so.
he's an asshole. Just ignore him.
He'll be okay?
He should be fine.
Alright.
She asks, how long has it been? Where am I?
First off, you're in Voxley Allen.
Weird. Why?
I'd want to say something like, and this is in character. I'd want to say something like, I've been through hell and back to help you, but I don't think you'd quite understand until I tell you the whole story.
Don't be dramatic.
Oh no, I will be. I mean,
You were always this way.
okay, yeah, but it's been pretty dramatic. So,
Just tell me why I'm in Voxley Allen. I went to bed in Alaghon, and then I woke up in a temple, and I had a bunch of clerics poking me around. Well, I thought you were going to be talking to a guy. Did something go wrong with the guy?
about that.
What?
The reason you're awake right now is because of the guy.
Why wouldn't I wake up?
Info dump.
Do you want to info dump?
Yeah.
Okay, then you info dump. You info dump everything?
A yada yada, seemingly out of character for him. Yada yada over the, oh yeah, I did these things thing. And more of a, okay, so here's the steps I went through. Here's what I've been through so far. Here's how I got you back.
Okay.
Give her the cliff notes except for the important bits, which are her condition, why, and what
She
stuck in.
she digs in a little bit on some of the points to make sure that you're not hiding anything from her.
Ask somebody the current year right now.
Okay, what year is it?
No, not me. We're always like this. Okay, oh, priest? Sir, Osaka. Is that your name?
Yes, it is my name. Yes, can I help you?
Tell my wife here what the current year is.
218 of the Saren Kingdom's calendar. She kind of falls back into the bed a little bit. She says, 10 years?
Well, I mean, for me, it's not, doesn't feel that long, but yeah, it's not. It wasn't ideal, but it took a while.
Where was I for 10 years?
Not here. Oh no, I give you the details on that.
I'm sorry, I was too chicken. He was like just super worked up, and I just
It's okay.
wanted to
No, we'll get to the drama in a sec.
make sure. He seemed kind of.
He spent a fair amount of time barking at me the first time I met him more than the house.
Yeah, I mean, like he's met me before, but I don't know. Sorry, I'm just.
Yeah, no, sure.
In the middle of dramatic tension and stuff. Just,
Yeah. Can't win them all. Gives you a little more time to think about what you're going to say, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I'm being hesitant on purpose.
Okay.
That's an in-character, like...
He is a murderer. I mean...
Okay.
The things I did.
I mean, you're not wrong.
We've killed a fair number of people, so I don't know if it's actually...
I mean,
if it's
also-
murder,
did you kill people?
It's kind of...
Yes, but they were all bad.
Yes.
Well, yeah.
True Lies is a wonderful movie.
What'd you say, Mister?
True Lies is a wonderful
Oh,
movie.
yes. Been a while.
Bark. He's just gonna do that for a while, isn't he?
Yeah.
Kind of like how you both were on your phones in the middle of the thing.
We're listening,
I can't
but
tell
like...
for sure if we're supposed to witness this or not. I guess we are. I guess it could take you a
Oh
second.
no, yeah, that's why I had it done here. Is I figured, okay, this info is going to be dumped later,
Okay,
regardless of
fair
what.
enough. Okay, cool. That wasn't...
That otherwise I would have taken it to another room. But oh jeez. Looking at current political news. Oh boy.
Something specific?
I mean, that could be anything.
Well, I mean, 17 minutes ago, sources. Mueller has evidence that Cohen was in Prague in 2016, confirming part of the Steele dossier.
Mm.
Literally just came out and, yeah. Holy crap.
Yeah, I'm not surprised that like the Steele dossier is being confirmed bit by bit.
I kind of figured that at this point it's a foregone conclusion that even the crazy stuff is probably right. Something golden shower something.
Mm-hmm.
Actually,
I doubt that one specifically. He's pretty much a germaphobe. I think it's an easy story to tell.
Well,
I'm
there wasn't
not-
a golden shower. It was they peed on the bed.
Yes, I mean,
Yeah, but
it's not like he slept on
the joke would be the joke is that it was like a porn star scene golden shower, but in reality it could have been a show of dominance, which
They were just
Yeah.
prostitutes.
I mean, yeah, in a weird way, it's almost in character for him, even if he claims like I'm a germaphobe, which I guess a
They didn't pee on him.
germaphobe defining something is, in my mind, kind of a good analogy for the ultimate show of like, okay, I hate
Oh, I
this
see.
person.
Yeah,
I will go beyond.
Yeah, I guess
my
it's
own
possible. It
shit.
just seems a little too sensational.
I mean, even if that part's not confirmed, everything else so far has been pretty damning.
Well, yeah.
Mhm.
I believe you can be damned for lots of things. I just want to make sure
Oh,
you're
yeah.
damned for the truth.
Exactly. Trust but verify in this.
Well, he rolled over on his belly and was being all cute and making me feel
you were
like a
scared of
dummy.
It's
But-
okay.
That's
A barking dog is nothing
Yeah.
to shake a stick at. Well, I mean, it is something to shake a stick at.
exactly-
Yeah, I mean, I could see a lot of the flashing teeth, and I was just like, oh, I don't
Yeah.
know. Like,
The
I'm
dog-
kind of a stranger going into your house.
Yeah.
The dog's got a
no.
lot of big teeth.
He really was being such an asshole the first time I got in there. Just he was so loud and so persistent with his barking, like we could barely hang out there.
Well-
me and Alex, so
Yeah, like he always barks at Rose and I, especially at Rose.
Yeah.
But I know that I can pop a dog in the nose and it won't be a problem anymore.
Yeah.
Scott, I was somewhat surprised to see your car down by the tree.
Well, I figured since I wasn't going to sink, I'd park over there because it's that way I'm not blocking the driveway.
It's not guaranteed depending on the weather.
Is that a place that you'd rather I didn't park?
No, it's fine. I was just going up the stairs, looked over at the tree, and saw a blue car there. I was like, oh,
Yep.
Scott parked there.
That way it's off the street. It's not blocking the driveway.
Okay.
All right, so how many notes do I have to change? How many of you guys read the notes while I was gone?
None of us, I think.
only the important ones.
Okay, so
Did Lysander tweet back?
We're not there yet.
Oh, okay.
It's still-
Good.
Meanwhile,
Yeah.
All right.
gracious.
So we're still waiting.
We rewound by about 8 hours.
there's some lag. It's got
Oh,
Lysander's
okay.
typing, I think is what we got.
There's stuff going on.
So
Did he leave us on red?
Delivered. It says delivered.
Oh.
So setting the scene here,
I didn't know that.
Lysander is just what?
sounds of the town outside.
Okay. I mean that's fair. I was confused. Like, what? Who? What?
The cat's gonna be
Um,
very full.
So setting the scene here, Lysander has just gone to the bedside of his wife, who was just woken up in the Temple of Helm back in Voxy Island because stuff.
Okay.
And you have informed her that she was not conscious for many years.
This
Years,
is
okay.
10
essentially
years. She was surprised by being
Apparently, it wasn't a few
it's
months.
a decade.
Wow. You guys are so. Well, I mean, I've known him for a while now too, but you guys have known him a while.
She asks 10 years, and she asks,
Well, he
why,
didn't tell us.
why was
so
I?
he didn't cry.
Okay. Okay.
What happened? Who did you meet with?
Oh no, I've already info dumped.
Okay, so we skipped over all that.
I'm skipping
Well,
over
you said you were going to skip over all
because
this.
there's a lot of detail in there.
Typical guy. We assumed you
You
would mention it
skipped
was
over
important.
this, and then I said she dug in a
How
little
did you
bit,
guys
and then you
survive
started
before I got
role-playing
here?
character.
Okay.
So I was a little
Just sit
confused as
around
to
in the
what
dark
we're skipping
and
over.
rooting at each other.
Burp and drink beer and hit things.
The parts we're skipping are specifically the adventures, like yada yadaing
sure.
over what specifically
Drop
happened.
the
More,
fun.
I went here. The gist of the story is, I went on a bunch of adventures specifically to get this guy's favor.
Okay. And she says, "Well, what now?"
I don't know. Kind of been left with a bit of a tough decision. I don't know which one is best for us. I know this is kind of a shock. I mean,
I went to bed
uh-huh.
and woke up 10 years in the future.
Yeah. But you went to bed dying and you woke up and you're still here.
Yes,
That's the part I'm kind of concerned about. It's a good thing.
it's a good
I'm
thing.
concerned with.
It's a good thing, but if I went to bed dying and then woke up the next day dying, it would suck. But I would still know what's going on. Now, a lot has changed. Like all the things have changed.
Surprisingly, a lot of stuff has stayed pretty consistent.
I'm in a new place.
Okay, yeah, you're literally
How would you feel if you went to bed and then woke up in the middle of the town, like a day and a half walk from your home?
very disoriented and also wondering what kind of bender I went on. But you know me, so
Yeah, you don't drink all that much.
I know.
So
Well,
Time for a joke.
I've had a couple of bad days.
And she kind of, her face, it shows hints of disappointment, but also like concern. And she kind of extends a weak hand to kind of grasp at yours.
Yep.
Do you take her hand?
Return the gesture.
And she says, "Well, that's behind us now. I'm alive.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming you've paid your debt to this man. You don't have to do anything more for him.
That's the hard part.
Of course it is. I didn't actually think that you paid the debt to this man.
Oh no, I tried, and in fact, I thought I engineered things pretty well, but evidently I'm a very bad businessman.
She says, "Oh, I know."
Shut up. That was... Yeah.
Don't tell me how long ago it was.
Well, I mean, now it's been about...
Are you both elves? Is that right too? Just for context. Are you both elves?
She's a human.
Oh man,
That's the
10
awkward
years
bit.
is a lot
Did
for
she
her.
age 10 years? Just out of curiosity.
Yeah,
been-
My
Stone.
thinking would be no. She's
She's
Oh,
still
okay.
technically not age during that time.
well, that's
No.
good. At least
It's actually a great way to preserve people if you have enough curse
And if you don't want to communicate with them at all for
Okay, yeah, but with, I essentially
Needs marriage,
cryogenically
Kim.
froze her and cured her of her illness, so I think we're pretty good.
Hey, pull the Mr. Freeze.
Although, admittedly, that didn't end well in any of the comics, if I remember correctly.
That hubris usually.
She's alive here. So that's a start.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah, great.
But yeah, she's
See how your soul does.
fair skin, red hair, female, looks to be late 20s, probably close to Bruce's age.
They're not taking my freaking wife.
You're the charming one.
Home record.
Is
No one.
he?
I think that's the joke. Yeah,
He's got higher charisma than Bruce, so.
relatively speaking.
So who was this man?
Think more cosmic entity. No,
Did you make a deal with a god?
something not quite like one, but close enough. It's Fae. You know, legends, Fae, wilds, fairies, elves, something lineage. I actually am not that well versed in it, but
Yeah, neither am I, but I get the gist. So you made a deal with an elven god?
close enough.
In this campaign setting, that is actually literally true.
Oh, okay. Sorry. In which case, yes. I wasn't sure with that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
With the humans, the elves, and the dwarves separated into different planes, and then those planes being relevant to like the Underdark and the Feywild and the Shadowfell,
Yeah.
and all coming together here. The elves worship the Summer Court and the Unseelie Court.
They should stop doing that.
Well, it was 10 to 20,000 years ago, and most of them have stopped. But
Good.
anyways,
But yes. But yeah, I essentially made a deal with a god, and then he kept screwing me on it.
Do you want to play with your cousins?
I think I might have annoyed him enough that he just gave you back.
how did he screw you on it?
Bye.
I originally.
Bye.
Oh, her cousins are going to come down the street.
Okay.
Nice.
Right, they live like 2 houses down.
cousins.
Uh,
Oh, have fun.
Hey, cousins.
There's nice daylight and nice weather out there.
Playtime.
So, I made an original deal with him, which was more out of desperation and circumstance, and it was not on my terms. That lasted much longer than I expected, and I saw no way out of it. I made another deal with him to overwrite the first that I thought was favorable to me and had a finite end. Then he just turns around a couple of weeks ago and just decides, well, I guess we're going to trash that one and go with a whole new thing where you, A, take this cure for you and just use it, but you stay in my employ.
I'm just making sure.
Or
when
B,
they're
you
coming,
take
so
the
they're on
cure,
their way.
use it,
So go ahead and zip it.
and then get out. I'm oversimplifying it, but that's about where he left me, and that's not where I want to be.
Out of character, simplifying it isn't the word I would use. The mathematician in me really wants to just cut her out of it, like a math equation.
My point is that she's irrelevant to the equation. I'm saying that essentially I deal with him and continue to for the rest of eternity, or I don't. And some of my past over the past 10 years catches up with me, potentially.
What pass? What have you gotten me?
That's
to?
awesome.
You want to take that?
I info dumped it.
Don't worry, I'll take the.
Okay,
I'll
so
all the rest
but
of
you,
No,
it.
do you tell her the truth?
I told her the truth.
You want to
Okay.
carry that?
There's no reason to be untruthful.
So,
Want to take those two?
Went through a lot for you.
so come here.
Ah, jeez.
I really want to bring that.
He moves closer.
Closer.
You're about to do the thing where you slap.
No, I'm not gonna slap you.
Okay.
She grabs you by your ears and pulls really hard.
That's worse.
Let me brush these.
Yeah. So is making deals with devils.
Well, it's
Why,
only the
Xander,
one.
why would you do that? Don't you know that's not a good idea?
It's really small.
I mean, yeah, but it worked for a little bit.
Did it? Look in your heart. Did it really work?
No.
Glad there's someone
No.
sensible in this relationship.
That's my last one to color.
Cool.
Hopefully she'll remember why she
Well,
loved him so much.
what did the devils want? What did they take?
To be honest, it seemed like it was more of a freelancer arrangement, but then they flipped it on me. So,
Of course they
so all it was do a thing for us, and you get stuff. And then they decided to claim, oh yeah, by the way, your soul, something, something. Which is funny, because I thought that I specifically looked for that in the contracts that I signed at the beginning. and
She
it
says,
wasn't.
I'm
there.
not an intelligent woman. Well, I'm a fairly intelligent woman. I'm smarter than you.
Hey,
It's true, dear. You know it.
shut up.
But even I know that devils make deals to claim souls.
Yeah, but it didn't say soul.
Check the contract.
No, I literally checked the contract. That's the first thing I did during that. Does it say anything about souls? Do you remember this?
No,
Out of
actually, I
character?
don't.
I thought that I double checked that. Like that was an intentional thing to make sure I don't get sucked into a by the way your soul is mine contract.
Yeah, well,
That's why I was referring to him as a freelancer the whole time.
devils are
Tricksy bastards.
very tricksy.
Yes.
They probably used a word you didn't recognize.
Probably.
Damn it. Ephemeral being. It's like, alright, cool, that sounds fun.
Standard
Crap.
standard devil contract stipulation clause number 12. See attached amendment. Like, oh, okay.
They refer to non-attached amendment, blah, blah, blah.
Yes. The two
Some-
clauses refer to each other. If one clause says C, say clause A says C clause B.
We call that the seventh circle.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure we'll be very familiar with it soon.
Yeah.
So,
I made a mistake.
yeah,
I made a terrible error.
What I'm saying here is that neither option is...
Flowers.
Is it prestidigitation?
you're thinking of druidcraft.
Oh, damn.
If only you had a druid.
You could make some, like, origami flowers, I guess.
Do something.
Do something.
Can I send another message? By
He
the
hasn't-
way, I
he
hope you're groveling.
Now you can play Cyrano, Tim.
This is why you guys should scry me first to see what I'm doing.
This is also, he hasn't even received your first message.
I know,
Yes,
I
it's
know.
been
No,
better.
I'm just kidding.
I'll be honest. I don't know what to do. One option seems worse than the other, but then I look at the other option and that opinion kind of flips.
So, one option, there's a man who gave you a cure to my disease, something that nobody could fix. And he asked you to do some work for him.
And he held it over my head for 10 years.
I mean, what did you expect?
I mean, I expected him to not, like, put me into perpetual servitude.
The point is he came through at the end of it all.
Begrudgingly.
Nobody does anything for free. That's why we exist, to make them, trick them into doing something for less than they would expect.
I'm sure you could pull it off better than I can. Evidently.
The other deal is devils.
Yeah.
Do I need to say any more?
To be honest with that, it's more that it doesn't sit right. It doesn't sit well with me that I'm working with an entity that I don't agree with, whose methods are all out of sorts and are worse of a con than mine. On the other hand, you got the devil. But with that, I'm thinking that it's more a matter of atoning for what I've done. Even making that decision has been a bit of a blight on my conscience since then.
If you want to atone for what you've done, did you actually tell her exactly what you've done?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I should be pissed. I mean, I understand entirely.
Right now, she's a little too shell-shocked to react to it.
Yeah.
She says, to atone for what you've done, you need to be alive to do it.
I'm saying that I should kind of accept my punishment. Look,
She kind of
look,
grabs your hand and says, Lysander, I just got you back from time that I don't even remember losing. Please don't talk that way.
Then I won't.
We can find our way out of this.
I don't know if you can help. I don't want to drag you back into something like this. I've almost lost you once.
Well, I'm here now, and if I want to be with you, then I'm going to have to get involved in this.
What do you propose then? What do you think is going to help?
Right now, the devils are going to be coming after you. I mean, everyone knows that.
Everyone at the table instantly. Yeah. Sounds like a plot hook.
Not necessarily. It's more just a perpetual random encounter.
Oh, jeez. Good to know.
This man, did you actually tell him the name?
Yeah.
Okay. Oberon he might not work in a way that you agree with, but it seems like at the end of the day he held up his end, and you might need to have a conversation with him a little bit more to figure out exactly what was happening, why it took him so long to come through with this.
That's something I haven't thought of.
From what I remember, the Feywild is a little finicky with time.
Yeah, it seemed like his time was pretty much the same as mine every time I chatted with him, or relatively speaking.
You hadn't noticed any differences, but then again, you were only communicating with him either sparingly or over broad strokes of time.
Okay.
Like, you do remember asking him, he asked you very, very quickly after making the deal to make the Artist Guild, how that was going.
Yeah.
So that might have been an example of time
Oh.
extending for him.
I hadn't even caught that. Okay.
That's why I'm here to remind you of things.
That makes sense.
So she says you might have to have a conversation with him about that.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, he promised you do some work for him, he cures me. You did some work for him, I'm cured.
All right.
The devils made a deal. You do some work for them, they give you power. You did some work for them, they gave you power, and now they're going to try and kill you.
No, they're kind of bastards that way.
Yes, that's why they're called devils, sweetie.
Okay, well, look at you, Miss Entomologist.
That's the study of insects.
Shut up, I knew that.
I know you did. And she kind of reaches for.
Yes, I know.
She starts reaching for a glass of water. Her hands seem a little bit too short to reach it, and she says,
Let me get you that.
She's shorter.
Oh, no!
"It's such a terrible fate to be short."
Oh. And half of my actual family would fight you for saying that.
I'm short.
Yeah, so much.
I think you and I are the same height. And you're on the downswing. This is as tall as I'll ever get.
Both of those sentences are correct, I guess.
So you've had her some water?
Feet of water, tender. Man, this is making wheels turn in my head. Oh, jeez.
Sorry.
Osaka comes into the room, and he says, "I'm sorry, but visiting hour is closed.
There's visiting out?
Your
This is a
wife
temple.
your wife needs rest.
I mean, I can see that.
If you want to attend the ceremony, you are more than happy to. But I need to ask that you leave the medical ward,
Checking ceremony as in like services and stuff because it's a church.
as in like mass.
It's a church.
It is a church.
I mean, so all right. In which case, I see your point. Let me see what I can do tonight, and I'll be back in the morning.
I'm assuming you said that to Hermia.
Yes.
Yeah. Hermia.
Oh, yes. Okay. Let me just pack up. No.
Hermia gives a nod, and then you make your way out of the temple. You return to your home, which is still coming along nicely. A lot of people are plying their trade now and setting up what essentially amounts to a ye old Etsy shop. As you're sort of enjoying dinner, your voice, a voice in your head suddenly appears and says,
I hope you're
Hey, Lysander, congrats on your wife.
Dude.
God damn it.
It's very cool.
What did I say? Should we join you there, or are you on your way? How many words?
I hear that in Jasmel's voice.
We're really glad with Lysander too.
"Oh yeah, you did say we're really glad with happy with Lysander too."
Oh yeah, right. I did say that.
Why did
Come
you-
meet
wait,
Lysander too. With no further explanation.
And you can hear this the number 2.
So
This
it
has all
is-
been one long hashtag. Again, that would be so efficient.
So you get this in your head, and you can feel like a magical, presence waiting for a response.
Oh, that's a new one.
That's a new one.
No, I don't. I'm not sending that message.
I'm not. I'm kidding.
What are you, Siri?
Technology issues.
Definitely Siri.
It will wait for you to focus on the
Hit send.
sentence.
Fine. Thinking of a number of words here.
Desmond, you'll be hearing.
25 is a lot of words. Just don't forget that.
Yeah. It's
Thank you for the kind wishes.
good. Just thanks, man.
You guys, so good.
No,
Sorry.
he's right. I
Thanks,
can see you're
dude.
polite
So
in
really-
your
I think
writing.
Lysander would actually do thank you for the kind wishes.
He is. This is a very formal letter you wrote us. So.
Thank you for the kind wishes. Meeting in Vox Leowen might be a good idea. Still have 10 words.
Does Lysander know if we know?
Or 15.
Does Lysander know if we know where he is right now?
I mean, I know where you guys are supposed to be.
More accurately,
But if we're
you're
coming
telling us
to
to
you-
meet you there,
Oh, shoot. Thank you. Sorry. Lysander has a voice in his head who says,
Technically,
by the way, you should probably say the location.
Lysander
Yes, right?
would know if you did know.
Jasmal met him at the Artist Guild, took a tour, and attended his artist
That's
fair.
what I was trying to remember.
She
Yeah.
knows
I know-
roughly where it is.
But is he's at
Come
some
to
sort of
the
hospital now,
Artists
right?
Guild.
Oh no.
He says,
went-
"Come to the Artist Guild."
Nice.
Okay.
You've still got 5 words if you want to say anything else.
Lysander too.
You all
Also,
suck as friends.
Also, excuse me, what?
That's all.
So,
You're cut off.
excuse me, what
Do?
do?
And then it disappears.
So you get this response.
Oh, hold on, guys. Hold up.
Coming to the
So Lysander got our message. He says it would be better if we went to Voxley Allen and met him at the Artist Guild.
Alright.
And he seemed a little confused about Lysander too, but he's gonna not be confused soon.
Yeah,
I'm sure he's gonna love it.
Unconfused.
Are you okay going to Vox Leon?
Oh God. Well, I'm just gonna have to disguise myself a lot more heavily.
Did you tell her about? You told her about the Oberon part, right?
Do you have the
Or
bracer?
The what?
Do you have the bracer?
Hermia.
Hermia, about
Yes.
this part.
Didn't it belong to?
Wait, which part?
Wait, did you give it to me or did you keep it?
He's got
Oh, yeah.
it.
Oh.
think he gave
I
it
mean,
to
that's
you.
kind of part of
to give it to
Did
you.
he?
Yeah,
Okay.
to-
Just making sure.
All right,
Just
so
guidance.
I'll wear that, I guess.
So you were what?
The bracelet.
Okay.
Bracer.
Bracer.
It's a medieval way to say bracelet.
Okay.
Absolutely not.
No, it's not. It's a piece of armor.
Yes,
It's
it's a cool way to say bracelet if you're a nerd.
Are you breaking out a dictionary?
No.
He's probably,
Breaking out an actual
He's
bracer.
probably getting a bracelet.
Hey,
Hello.
you missed drama.
Drama.
Oh yeah.
Interesting drama.
So that's what a bracer looks like.
Oh okay. Cool.
Neat.
Oh.
Yeah. Gonna wear the bracer.
Yeah, totally.
Oh,
Now
yeah.
you're disguised.
Yeah. Now you can activate the disguise at will. After an hour of attuning, which you have plenty of time to do. And if Haas will hand over the slip when he finds it. I'm pretty sure he gave it to you.
I wasn't using it.
I thought I gave it. Oh, no.
Wait.
He's
I
had
did before, yeah.
he's had possession of the
Alright,
bracer for
Check.
weeks.
If he has the bracer, then Jasmal can't have
I
it.
have the cloak of protection.
He gave it to her
Potion of
Before-
attack.
before-
before
downtown.
we
I
separated.
thought so, yeah.
Did you?
I don't have.
No, the bracer. I don't know about the card.
Well, I don't know because I don't think I have a card for it apparently. But I swear that I handed it to you.
I don't think you physically handed it to me. I think we just discussed.
Okay.
You discussed it, and then
The idea
you
of
decided
giving it.
not to do it because
So, oh, sorry.
remember
You
spent
told me not to.
you spent a lot of time in Alaghon trying to find one for yourself.
Oh right, true.
Sorry.
Alright,
'cause,
so
yeah,
I don't
back
have
in
it.
Vox Leon, he said like, oh yeah,
I will
I'll
just
be fine. even
Use
though
a
I-
disguise self spell when we get close, I guess.
Which is exactly what the bracer does. So it's like,
Yeah.
oh,
But the disguise self spell
Costs
limits her
sense.
powers. The bracer allows it to go freely.
Well, when we meet up with Lysander, maybe he'll give me that. But for now, I'll just put that on.
Okay.
details.
So,
So do you guys want to go head out? I guess, is it night now?
It's night.
In the morning, maybe?
I'll need
or
a,
you
I'll
need
need,
a
I'll
little
need a
time?
day
Okay.
to tie up loose ends here.
I should probably. Oh no. I was gonna leave Lysander too with this nice lady in town, but I kind of want to introduce. No.
We'll be back.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave Lysander too
If
with
you actually leave that as his name,
What? Oh, it's settled.
I mean, he's answering to it now. It would be mean to actually change the name at this point.
Wait,
Don't worry,
did we-
it makes
we're all
no
done
sense.
with the time
It's
skip?
Lysander.
We finished the time skip.
Okay.
Hoss joined the guild. Jasmine found puppies. Bruce, Bruce settled a major conflict in his family tribe to the north.
The comparison of
Lysander-
those two is
Bruce
just
had an entire movie.
You told him. You told him what I
grab
did.
some
A
puppies.
little bit.
you became a serial killer in a
difference.
trap house.
Acted in a few plays.
There's a lot of different ways to play D&D.
No, when I hear trap house, I just think
You
of
guys-
Saw.
I'm trying to ignore my problems right now. Puppies are what,
So
what I
you
can
guys-
handle.
You guys played Sims. I played Dragon Age.
I also played something equating to Dragon Age.
You guys are late on day 40. You guys are gonna spend day 41 wrapping up business in Alaghon, and then day 42 make your way back.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what the house needs.
You might want to
Unless
let me
you guys
know
need to
which
stay-
one of your
stay
spell
longer.
slots that you use
What?
so much. Cast sending again to let me know. You're not doing anything else tonight.
All right, yeah.
So what
Okay,
what have we
I
done?
guess
so
I
far?
should.
Right now, you guys have been sitting in a
The ghost of
tavern. You
Lysander
realize
tells you
that
this.
Lysander hadn't shown up yet, and then you received this letter.
Okay.
Oh, which you might want to check out.
Okay.
He's there, so he can read it if you
Then
want.
stuff happened.
Nice.
All right, so I suppose since it is the evening, I should send another message back to Lysander. I will just say, we'll need a couple of days to settle our affairs. We should be there within 3 days, I guess, or so.
3 days?
2 or 3.
Oh.
If we spend all of, how long is it? A day away or
It's a day away by wagon.
by wagon?
If you have the wagon,
Do we
it
have-
makes it pretty quick. If you don't have the wagon, it takes closer to 2.
Okay, so probably to be there in 2 days, 3 max.
Okay.
Anything else we should know?
Thanks. Sounds good. Not much else to report.
I probably should have told you about. No, it's a surprise. Lysander chooses a surprise.
Also, what is up with Lysander 2?
Too bad she's out of spell slots
Yeah,
for the day.
that's okay. I'm done.
Yep.
Oh, sorry. We got a busy signal. Losing connect.
I'll leave you on red.
Full of data. Her data's used up for the day.
Man.
So, day 41, what are you guys doing? What are you wrapping up in town?
I assume that I have to finish up a job.
Okay.
So I finished taking care of that work, and then leave forwarding like, hey, we're going to Voxley Island for a little bit, and then probably be back. Leave word about that, and
Okay.
make sure the wagon is in ship shape. I completely forgot, but I had the thought that I would have improved the wagon a little bit, like it has a built-in like
Turbo boost?
well, no, like a lockbox, and it's got a canvas cover now. So
I kind of assumed that this was the exact wagon that you
oh,
had.
that wagon. Oh, okay, then great.
Okay.
Okay, because I've been thinking of a wagon. That's a caravan.
It's the wagon I have, so it's the
Yeah.
wagon we
Okay,
use.
cool. So all right, then that wagon's fine. Actually, no, I still got the. I still had.
Install the lockbox.
Yeah, and reinforced wheels.
Okay.
Just, road.
Is the
road travel.
lockbox in the driver's seat or in the wagon proper?
It's in the wagon proper.
Okay. And you reinforce the wheels, make sure nothing busts.
Yep.
Okay. Did you two want to do anything? You're in the city. You're in the jewel of the Moonstone Depths. It's pretty much the largest city you have ever seen, and you have ever seen. It's pretty comparable to your homeland. Not as populated with people trying to kill you, though. So that's
That is better.
Can I do a quick job?
no.
Not that quick.
By the way, I have to give you how much gold you earn.
Yay!
Money. And you got your new armor? And your new
And
Yeah,
for
so,
Joff.
so yeah,
Or not
right.
Joff.
Oh, yeah.
After everything with the house, you earned 15 gold. And you have the armor for Bishop, which improves his armor class
How much gold was it?
15.
12. Or did I say 15?
We said 15.
15 gold.
Okay.
We said 18. 15?
I will fight you.
Do I hear 23?
No.
I'm trying to help a brother out.
You got the... Did you get hide or studded leather?
I thought it was studded.
Studded leather.
Studded.
Okay, so very expensive. Bishop's armor class improves by 2.
So the leather, or rather the armor is dyed a matte black. So it
blends.
It matches Bishop as roughly as I could. It has a handle on the back that is flush unless you pull it out, so that way he won't snag it on something.
Okay.
And it has saddlebags on it, but they're
Small.
They're small. They're also detachable, so they're not like built right in. So like if he needs to get around someplace, he doesn't. You can just unbuckle the saddlebag and it comes right off.
All right.
They're like horse saddlebags, but little.
Yeah.
So you turn
There's 2 of them,
Panther
one on
into
each
a
side.
suitcase.
Yeah. Well, that was the time
a
before we
suitcase
had
that
the
he
wagon.
rides. Remember.
And we didn't have the
have
wagon
those.
at the time.
Also, like if we have to climb a ladder, it's easier to hold on to a handle.
Just kind of imagine
Yeah.
Panther just dangling.
Well, didn't we do that with
climb
Crunchy?
speed, so he mostly can climb things.
Yeah.
Or Crunchy?
I remember Crunchy.
Yeah, and we did that.
Also, his name was Crunch.
Crunch.
But
Well,
there
we could
for a
pick him
while
up.
there.
Yeah.
I never saw it get used, but I know we had it.
No, we picked him up a couple times with it.
You might have.
My father's dog has a life vest that's got a handle on the back.
Yeah.
I was never a fan of it. Anyway,
It keeps her warm when she's out at negative 20 degrees.
Keeps her alive.
Yeah. I think warm is the least of your worries.
Duck hunting.
Oh, I played that game.
so
Pops up and laughs at you when you fail to shoot any ducks.
She does.
Yes.
so you finished up with the wagon and the job. Did you 2 want to be doing anything?
I decided I don't want to part with Lysander 2 yet. We're just going to another city, so I'll just stop by the lady's house just to be like, I'm hanging on to him for a while. But I'll come back.
She says, okay, you already paid me.
You've
for the
got
month.
your money, so I'll cash in on it when needed, I guess, if that's okay.
You're responsible for wagon training him.
He's a puppy. He's really smart. We've already been practicing.
Oh, you have a dog.
Oh yeah, I have a puppy. I don't know
Not pooping in
if
the wagon.
we should probably teach Bishop not to eat my puppy.
You should do it better.
Bruce, did you want to do anything?
I spent some time playing with Lysander too, so I can get puppy form. Or at least I want to roll and see if I can get puppy form.
Yeah, he misses his brothers and sisters.
I
He had
know.
6, and I got rid of all
Would I
of
have to
them.
roll
so.
again if I play with him and pet him?
Go ahead.
That was worth the whole diary.
Oh my god.
Wisdom.
Wait,
So
so
it's is it animal handling or is it?
Yeah, animal handling because you're playing with them for
Yeah.
Traveling is going to get
It's with
weird.
advantage because I'm playing with him. That's a 14.
Well, we're having an eventful
You
day.
are. You have successfully obtained 40-day-old puppy form.
I was gonna say, is it specifically that one?
Apparently, that's what we wanted.
So you want to be a dog that can't even stand yet?
It can stand. It's
Well,
4 weeks. That's like more than
If it
4
is
weeks.
if it is more than a few days old, it can stand and run around.
Yeah, their eyes open by like 2 weeks. It's
my-
it's like maximum cute right now.
My charisma is like 20 in this form.
Yes, exactly.
Just has,
If we ever just really need to soften
Has a
someone up after my puppy grows big,
you just have an
I'm
aura
sure
of
this will
charm.
come into play at some point in the campaign.
And then I'd like to go horse shopping in the afternoon and pet horses, so I could try to get a horse form. Horse form.
Shopping. Horse shopping.
I need to see a man about a horse. Is all I'm saying.
I did not hear that right.
oh,
Wait, can you
you did have a rough month.
Flying my trade.
wait,
Go
hold on,
ahead
so
and
would
make
that
an
be a
investigation
wild shape?
check followed by a persuasion
I mean, by
check.
Horse, or rather, or.
By some people's estimations, I suppose.
With some
Depends on your
guidance.
standards.
That may still not be enough.
I thought I saw you walking here
11.
when I was leaving.
Were you on like a little crazy
There's an
scooter
electric
thing?
unicycle.
Takes
That's
you a while to find the
awesome.
stables.
An electric unicycle?
How much was
make
that
a
thing?
persuasion
You like
check.
zoomed
Allow-
off so fast.
allow
That
Yeah.
sounds awesome.
It's a people mover.
I want one.
To pet and to check
Yeah,
out the
How much
horses.
was it?
It was
To
like
let-
400.
To have
Okay,
them
that's
let
pretty
you
Is
good.
that-
Is it hard to stay balanced on?
I mean, I'm
Yeah,
assuming
you
you can
can't
look at
stand
horses,
still.
but I'm assuming they
Oh,
meant
okay.
like petting with them
I
and chilling
learned
with
to
them.
Right,
and stuff.
exactly.
So that's
when I
only
got
a
for
6.
Christmas.
Okay.
That's awesome.
So
Yeah.
it would not
was like-
be enough to go pet
I could
the
get
horse.
around so
Okay.
quickly
They,
if I had
they
one of
say
those.
look, but don't touch.
Is that
Okay.
illegal?
So if I do
it's
that for a while,
technically
can you
not-
do it using
it's like a hoverboard.
intelligence?
But
Is
use
there
it
a way
anyway.
if you observe them?
It's a
animal?
hoverboard.
There's the
It's
observation.
We
Yes.
also have
Okay.
I
a
always
horse.
hated those because they don't actually
Do we have a
hover.
riding horse?
No,
No,
I
that
got
was
a
draft
reaction
order.
to
That's
cycle
the thing. I'm
because
trying to get riding horse a bit faster. Can I make the intelligence check?
Yep. Yeah. Intelligence,
I mean,
nature.
it's pretty
Okay,
cool
cool.
if you can actually successfully write it.
Yeah.
You spend an hour observing it.
I think I
They
put
give
it
you some
inside.
weird looks, considering that you've been standing around looking at a horse, but you don't really seem interested in buying
You
it.
ever really looked at a horse? I mean,
Go ahead and make a with advantage.
In terms of
I mean really look at a
by the
horse.
way, I just got
Another
that.
high druid.
Look a random
18.
horse in the mouth.
Okay, that's more than enough to successfully gain
Those are
riding
nice.
animal.
Entirely
Okay, that's my day.
Yeah.
I played it
Day well spent.
It's pretty good.
for 2 days and it's like, yep, this is great.
All right.
My friends have those, and I'm just
So
like,
at the end of day
I'm
41,
leaving. Yeah,
you go back to bed. The
I've been
outsiders
trying
need to
get
mark
one,
off
but I'm still on the
5
PS3.
silver for the room. If you play, you don't need to do
Oh
that.
yeah. I'll play, and I have a puppy. I'm sure.
So Josh,
awesome.
mark off 5 silver.
Wait, what? Wait.
You're going to bed.
Oh, okay.
And Bruce, mark off 5 silver.
Yep,
You
totally.
guys share a room. And then you guys wake up the next day. I'm assuming everyone's business is concluded. You hop in the wagon and go.
Yep.
See.
Okay. So over to Lysander. You. Somebody please roll me a d12 just to check.
An ogre bursts into the.
It might.
That'd be bad.
2.
Okay. Nothing interesting happens on your ride from Alaghon to Vox Island.
Okay.
So Lysander, you have 2 days before your companions will arrive. Is there anything specific you want to handle in Vox Island before that?
How many days before the decision needs to be made?
This is day 42. The decision is made on day 46.
Listen,
I've got time. Oh boy. So that
You have sorry, day 42 is at the night is when they'll arrive. Right now you're day 40 to 42 right now.
Sorry, yes. So that night after seeing, Lysander's going to attempt to commune with Oberon.
Okay. Make a really quick charisma check.
Will do. What? Dump stat, no. You okay?
You got a bruise.
Oh, that sucks.
I think it was Taven.
Taven punch you?
No, acrostic.
It's 9.
Alright.
Not great.
Because you struck the deal to be more open in communication, you would have advantage on this. So,
I do have
forgot
advantage.
to mention.
Okay, that's important. Either a 9 or a 12. That's
Okay.
better.
12 is enough to open communications with Oberon.
Cool beans.
Oberon says, Lysander, I wasn't expecting to hear from you so soon.
We gotta talk.
I'm sure. He's kind of rolling a wine glass through his fingers. Drink?
No, you're just teasing me.
I mean, it's a drink.
Oh.
Do you want one?
Oh, I thought it was like a poetic thing. Sure, if it's just a drink.
It's a drink, and he summons a one of his naked elf ladies to give you a goblet.
Thank you. Yeah, sure.
And he says it's customary to have a drink and food before opening negotiations, so that way you don't kill each other.
Oh. Oh yeah, I know what. Are you planning on? Okay. Sure. So.
So
You're making a dramatic
it is a very common, very annoying trend in our culture for
Bathos to run rampant.
So yeah. I've been thinking about the deal. The one that you've offered.
I'd assume.
I mean, I would hope so. I would. And you can understand that going in, I was at a bit of a crossroads with it.
Mm-hmm.
I want to better understand what you're doing. If I'm going to be doing anything else with you, I need to understand some of your motivation. I'm not asking to be a partner, because I already know I'm not on equal standing or anything. You're a god. But just refills his goblet automatically. Yep, okay, yeah, you got the highlight.
Yep. Very end of Doctor Strange with Thor.
With Thor with the endless
With the beer.
mug, yeah.
Yep.
oh, I forgot.
It was a great scene. And it showed up in Thor, sorry.
Thor 3 too.
Yeah.
But Doctor Strange is a little less prevalent, so it was more likely to be seen by everybody.
Yeah. So, I kind of want to understand your motivation better. Why even bother ordering me to do this?
Ordering to do what?
To make the Artisans Guild. Arts Guild.
I'll remind you. First off, it's hilarious that you think I have motivations. Second off,
I mean, I think that if you'd have a reason.
Amendment Part 1A,
Uh,
Fey creatures, our motivations are as changing as the time difference.
so this could literally just be a case of, I forgot.
I wanted you to make the Artist Guild. Well, first off, I didn't want you to make the Artist Guild. That was your decision.
No, I'm pretty sure you asked me to do that. Or more specifically, you asked me to establish some
I asked you
material mode of contact.
to establish I asked you to establish something to venerate me in Voxley Allen.
Correct. That's what I've done.
Your idea was the Artist Guild.
Okay, well, we're just splitting hairs. I'm asking, why have me do that in the first place? You were pretty vague about it to begin with.
Because more followers equals more power.
Didn't realize that was a power generation source. Alright, so...
Well, there's not a lot of power generation going on now. Most of the kind who used to live here are worshipping the new gods. And we're just kind of left in the dirt. So, we have avatars and agents who go through and make statements for us when we can't. Plus, there's the whole wards problem that we can't really overcome. It's very, very tricky for us to get onto the material plane.
And so this is an opening, hence you showing up in person. Or, I'm guessing an aspect of you. To be honest, I don't know how this whole god thing works.
It was a small fragment, not enough to go ham on Voxley Allen. Though I think I might have given a couple of your mages a little bit of a start.
Oh.
No,
Yeah.
I'm sure they'll recover. Actually, I know they'll recover because I got their memories.
Oh, that's disconcerting. Okay. I mean, that makes sense. I'm just trying to make sure that you're not going for anything sinister.
Why would I do anything sinister?
I mean, it's a genuine question. You've been really shady this entire time. There's a reason that I've not really been...
What did I do that was shady? I've been completely open and honest.
By continuously changing deals and being...
Oh, that's just a small thing.
Hey, don't yada yada over that. That's actually kind of
I'm
important.
not yada yada. I'm dismissing your statement as irrelevant.
I'd like to think that it's correct, though.
Now who's splitting hairs?
My point is, if I'm going to work with you in any further capacity, and locking in a bit of a contract, going on for forever, basically, I need to know that my choice is a just one. I'm tired of just making choices for people. Here, I'm doing it for someone else. I'm not doing it for me.
So, you want to know my motivations?
A little bit, yeah.
My motivations are stop the Unseelies from taking over,
Okay.
keep balance,
Okay.
get a little power, have a little fun, and whatever else happens along the way happens. And, I mean, there's always the very, very small chance that I'm able to amass enough power to go toe-to-toe with Queen Titania.
Yeah. Marital issues?
You could say that. I'm tired of being under her thumb. She's been in control for near a millennia. I think it's about time for her to join her mother in the swamp.
Oh. So, that doesn't actually sound that bad. All things considered. That's not like the sinister, I'm going to take over the world kind of vibe that I originally got.
Why would I care about your tiny little plane?
Okay, well that's reassuring.
If I go to your plane, I have to explain who I am to everybody, and people won't believe me, and yeah, everyone's so fluid, nobody knows who's in charge over there. When I'm here, every blade of grass bends to my will. Why would I want to leave?
So why have me make the Arts Guild?
Because I need power.
You know, this seems really metaphysical and everything. It's not my cup of tea.
Well,
Okay. Or at least it's not my purview.
I need power to maintain control where I am.
Mm-hmm.
I have no intentions beyond your little speck.
Okay. So I'm just a tool for you, and in fact, I'm a low-grade tool that you just get to go, oh yeah, it's in the corner there.
I mean, we both knew you were a tool before you came to me.
You walked right into
Why'd
that.
you let him dunk on you like that?
Like,
Dunk that.
if I was there, I would have said it.
well, you're blue. I don't know. I don't have a good comeback.
Have another drink, Lysander. It might help with your wit.
I'm just stressed out right now. I don't want any harm to come to me, because that also means harm coming to my wife, and you just gave it back, and... Oh, I'm drinking again, okay.
You don't want harm to come to you. Well, if you don't work with me, then harm is what's going to be coming your way. More specifically, harm is coming your way whether you want it to or not. My deal is the only way that you can keep enough power to stop harm from happening to your wife.
Fine. You'll know my answer by this time and a few nights from now.
All right. By the way, tell your wife I said hi.
Wait, how would she even know who you are?
Well.
Aside from me telling her, like, oh yeah, by the way, this guy.
I think he's messing with you.
You hear the voice of Bruce. In the back of your head.
If Bruce is here,
Bruce
he would say.
Bruce would tell me
He's
everyone's
messing
messing
with
with me.
He was smooching the statue.
Oh,
Lysander, you're too
dude.
suspicious. This is a safe place. Unless you piss me off. Then you start drowning like a Titanic.
What's the Titanic?
It's a very, very large creature who can't swim. I like to throw them off a waterfall and watch them sink.
That does sound like fun.
That's messed up.
We'd come back to not have a modern day reference. I'll let you know when I've made my decision.
I assumed as much.
Click.
You return. Alright, so that was end of day 40.
Oh, jeez.
During day 41, did you want to handle any business? The Artist Guild takes a little bit of focus from you.
I was going to say that's probably what I'd be focusing on, along with going to the temple,
Yeah.
visiting hours and all.
You visit Hermia, you have a nice conversation. No...
Catching her up on
Yeah.
stuff that's happened in the past decade.
She seems...
You missed these things called Zooms.
She takes in the information. There's a good exchange. It's mostly just a conversation about what's already happened. No new role playing happens. Osaka informs you that she will be released probably tomorrow evening.
Oh.
She seems to be getting much better.
So in other words, basically right on time for these guys to show up.
And he says, "I suppose so."
Oh, no, I'm saying out of character. Sorry. Out of character, about the right time for these guys to show up. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Bum, bum, bum.
Oh, jeez.
As you are making your way back to your Artist Guild, finishing your calling hours, you notice a stranger. Well, you notice a figure dressed in heavy black clothing standing in the Artist Guild.
Cool. Hey.
He turns and you can see that it is...
Calabrese.
This dude.
Yes,
I was kind of
Roll for
expecting it to be a devil. Just like, oh, hey, buddy.
Hey.
How's it going? I see you did a thing.
It's some dude.
Glitter Haze.
He's got a hell of a name.
Map.
He's gonna kill everybody.
Here we are.
I just
You can
down.
see it's Octavio Abdur Noel Rioja.
I gotta write that down.
So do I. And then I had to go find it.
Octavio. It's been a bit.
Hoss.
We already went over this. That was
I know, but it's more amusing to call you that.
it's also kind of alliterative. The whole hey, Hoss. Kind of.
Sure. It was a really funny name. What can I say? I'm going to call you Hoss for as long as I do.
You do that.
So, how are you? How's it been? It's been like a month, right?
It's almost been a month exactly, yeah.
What have you been up to? I've heard some rumors on the street, but...
I mean, evidently you're standing in the middle of my month's worth of work.
That's true.
I'd like to think I've made some decent progress. Wait, what other rumors?
Oh, you've been throwing a lot of coin at the Helms Temple.
Yes.
Also, I tried to find you at the Mages Guild. Nobody seemed to really recognize you.
There's a bit of a snafu there.
Really?
Come into my office. I close the curtain and it's not soundproofed whatsoever, but
Nope.
it's my office.
He throws himself into a chair and kind of kicks his feet back, and he pours himself a glass of water from the desk.
All right. Things haven't worked out with my contact there.
I can tell.
Unfortunately. I'm gonna have to figure that out.
I mean, if you want to, you could also just cut and run.
What?
What?
Like, what do you mean cut and run?
I mean, the bridge burned. Let it stay burnt. You don't need to go talk to them.
But that's not how people act.
No, you get used to it.
You sound pleasant.
Yeah, so do you. I've been hopping boats across the 7 continents for 10 years. Trying to leave some people behind.
Like 10 years?
Yeah,
Oh, a decade?
I'm an agent. I get sent where they want me to go.
Oh wait, now he's just openly going, oh yeah, by the way, I'm an agent, I do stuff.
He already knew that you knew.
Oh. I would probably clean this. Okay, he knows that I know that, yeah.
He knows.
He knows that I know that you know that.
I know. You know that I'm not telling the truth.
He's not
Psych
telling
was
the
such
truth?
Psych was such a good show.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
so... That,
So the only thing he's admitted to is he's an agent for somebody else, which
Yeah.
could obviously have been determined since he said he was here to talk with the Lord.
I mean, I gathered from the whole you're from Rigel thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so... I'm noticing I'm starting a lot of sentences that way. I'll stop that. Why are you here? Just checking in on me?
Yeah. I mean, it's been a month.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty much finished with my work here. Might have to stick around for a little bit, but I figured I'd check in and see how you're doing. Like I said,
I mean, you've seen the place now.
streets talk.
Again, what about? You're saying, oh, I just happened to spend a lot of money at a temple, and that's...
You spend a lot of money at the temple. You spend a lot of money fixing this warehouse up. Within 30 days, you started an artist's fair in the middle of the square.
I mean, that went pretty well.
Yeah. People talk.
Yeah.
I heard about it.
Gosh, I'm a public figure now.
I thought that was what you were going for.
I mean, I wasn't looking for the whole pillar of the community, more of a reclusive artist who does other stuff.
Oh, well, you kind of took the wrong course there, and it's my job to know information, so I figured I'd just check in on you.
Well, thank you for checking in.
All right.
I do appreciate it. I don't mean to be too cold, I'm just have a lot on my mind.
Yeah, it sounds like... By the way, what is your business with the artist, with the temple?
Oh, well, with the first one, if you want me to answer the fragment of the sentence you were trying to say. No, I'm helping...
Please, just tell me everything.
No, I'm helping somebody who is in need, and it just happened to cost a lot. I have gold. I am a rat catcher of sorts. I happen to get a lot of gold, therefore I spend it on stuff that I care about.
He hides a smile and he says, typically rat catchers don't refer to themselves as rat catchers.
Oh no, it's more because everyone calls us that, so
Yeah,
it's kind of hard to not come by
they're-
that.
Taking it back.
They're
Being mean.
insulting.
They're being mean to you. What, yeah, tell them
A
back.
rat catcher
Oh,
will
no,
refer to
I'm-
himself as a campaigner.
He's taking it back.
Oh no, I'm well.
It's our word.
I'm saying I'm well aware of it.
Yeah, I'm a rat catcher. And what?
I'm well aware of it. I'm taking the word back.
Okay. You do that.
Yeah, it's not going to work. I know.
No.
Okay, but
It's gonna work fine.
yeah, I accrue money not so I can just become rich and retire alone. I want to help people. Yes, I need to roll for that.
Huh. What's her name?
What?
You said you don't want to retire alone, so I'm assuming it's a woman at the temple.
You don't know that.
I didn't say I know, I said I assume.
Wow.
Too much?
Really backed
Like a
yourself
modern day
into
joke of like, oh, I never said her. No.
You could say that, and you would apologize.
Not that kind of story.
Yeah.
So, now, yeah, taking care of a loved one, you got the whole deal there.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at getting information.
I noticed. And also drinking all my water and sitting on my couch.
That's a comfortable couch. What can I say?
an oddly comfortable.
At this point,
I said this whole world is hostile.
at this point, you hear the door to the tavern or to the artist guild swing open,
Yeah.
and the sound of a very angry dwarf. Where's that rat bastard?
Why is there an angry dwarf?
I was going to ask you that question.
Do I recognize the voice?
Make an intelligence check.
I didn't screw anybody recently, did I?
Recently? No.
Just your whole life.
Oh man,
Oh, no.
that was something.
Shoot.
Historically.
8.
You, all dwarves kind of sound alike to you.
Okay, wow, okay. Thanks. I swear,
You might be looking for some other rat bastard.
Lysander swings the office
The curtain.
shade curtain open ever so slightly.
Octavio's peeking over your shoulder. You can see there's
Scooby doing it
a little bit. You can see there's 4 dwarves dressed in heavy, not heavy, but like solid leather armor.
Oh,
They have
boy.
short swords on their belts, and there's one dwarf dressed in very nice looking clothing,
Oh crap!
looking around.
I don't recognize them.
You,
Oh wait a minute! No, I think just player knowledge. I think I know who these are.
well, player knowledge is character knowledge. You failed the intelligence roll for the DM to tell you. If you come up with a conclusion on your own.
I'm guessing that they're the guys who were trying to kind of beat the crap out of Thrennen in that one tavern a while back.
Octavio asks,
Remember the bar?
"Grenadiers?"
Yep, remember the bar fight?
Yeah.
Or the almost bar fight that
Right.
didn't happen.
Not the bar, not that bar fight, but the bar fight much before that.
The bar fight
Right.
that almost was.
The one that was stopped prematurely.
That bar fight.
Not friends. I don't know them that well, and I'm being honest about that.
Do you want me to take care of them?
Wait, what? No. Let me talk to them and figure out what this is all about.
Okay.
Bring the Let's see, I got that whole disguise thing going on. I might as well make use of it. You can disguise myself as another Rajoin. Nah.
He says, "Just say the word, and I'll take them out."
Right. Hold on. Let's just go ahead and open the curtain. Hello, friends! What can I do you for? This is an arts guild. You want something made? Want to make something?
The well-dressed dwarf says, "I wish I had like some cotton balls to shove in my mouth, like the Godfather." He looks at you and he says,
Just pretend you're Sylvester Stallone. Just freeze half your face.
he kind of looks at one of his underlings and points to you, and you hear them communicating in Dwarvish, and he turns and he says, "Are you the man who was friends with the Fireforge?"
I mean, I've been a business associate once or twice. Why? And also, the man? Wow. He doesn't get around much, does he?
Well, you and your friends made a bit of an impression on my men.
But what about him?
Wow.
We're looking for him. Last we saw him, he was around here.
Really? Wait, when? What?
What?
Last they saw him, he was in Voxley Allen.
Oh, Vox Leon. I was going to say the arts guild. No, he hasn't passed by. Well, in character. No, he hasn't passed by here at all. Haven't seen him since... Wow, it's been a month. I'm not exaggerating. We've actually parted ways about a month ago after a bit of a job.
Where was his job?
Geez, what was the name of the town again?
Oakhurst.
Oakhurst. I was gonna say Greenhold. That's a different campaign. Oakhurst. Don't think he's there anymore.
Where did he go?
To be honest, he never said.
You're lying, aren't you?
I genuinely don't remember what he said. So
Okay.
it's functionally similar to not lying.
Make an intelligence check.
Oh, geez, you want me to remember things forcibly?
I know exactly where he went.
Oh, no, you
shoot.
know,
Oh,
you rolled for
sorry.
something good. That's fine. Sorry, is that a 16 or an 18? 16?
16.
Okay, so 17.
Okay. Make a deception check.
Oh, crap. I didn't want to get that one. Watch as this one turns out to be a 1. It's a 5, close enough.
You remember that Thrennen went to the mountain home of Zageltag to the west
Okay.
to talk with the leaders,
Right, so
and you do a bad job of saying that. That's
I don't
not
know.
true.
Okay, last I heard he went off to the west. That's all I know.
All right. He kind of does one of these with his beard. Well, that takes care of the first problem.
What's the other problem?
Well, you and your friends made a bit of trouble for me and my men.
Wait, how's that?
You got in our way.
They confront us in the bar, right?
Yeah, but then we didn't fight.
We stopped them from messing him up.
Ah. Wait, so what's the problem here?
Well, you can't just go disrespecting the family like that.
Oh my god.
Yes, you
Oh my
can.
god.
She just did.
I don't think that
One
I
of these days
just...
I need to watch The Godfather.
It's a good movie. It's on Netflix now, actually.
Oh shit!
I don't think that I've disrespected
really?
anyone's
Yes, we
family.
did
In
say.
fact, I'm pretty sure... I'm guessing that yours is a very nice set of
Actually,
people.
Yeah.
Yes, and when people get in our way, they need to either make amends or suffer consequences.
Well, I apologize for any trouble that I may have caused you.
That's not enough.
Okay.
Not good enough.
What do you want?
Looks around at the Artist Guild. You're doing pretty well here.
If anything happened to it.
Really, really sprouted up out of nowhere.
I'm actually going to write the guy's name down because I have to keep saying it. The Rajon.
Oh, Octavio, Abdul,
Octavio, I'm going to go with the thing.
Noel Rioja.
Oh, I'm just going to stick with Octavio. It's a long name. Oh. Sorry, we need to do proper negotiations. Octavio, could you come here a moment?
Octavio was like standing right behind your shoulder.
Oh, you're...
Octavia, can you
No, it's not just You're here. Ha, yes.
You can see he's got his face mask up, but his hair is still free.
You had a face mask?
Yeah, he had a
sorry.
black scarf that he used to cover below the
yeah,
nose,
yeah, yeah.
and
He's
a
trying-
black bandana that covered above the eyebrows.
So basically he's trying to hide who he is.
Right now, he's got the bandana off. He's just got the face mask.
Alright. Sounds like these gentlemen here want to disrupt a bit of business. Or my business.
Thought you wanted to talk.
Wait, him saying this?
Right, Octavio was saying this.
Oh no, we're talking right now. I'm saying that
Do you want me to take him out right now? I will.
I'm not entirely averse to that. Also, wait, is he saying this openly with the dwarves right there?
No, he's whispering
okay.
it.
I was wondering, like, oh, jeez.
You said you wanted to talk with Octavio, so I'm assuming you stepped to the side a bit and communicate with him.
Okay, sure. No, it was more about while standing there, lean over. Oh.
Okay.
But just a moment. Let's see where this goes. Are you saying you want to subjugate my art skills?
Nah, I wouldn't subjugate it. I'm just looking for a little cut off the side.
Well, that's just splitting hairs.
You'd still be in charge. You'd still run the business. You can see Demetrius is standing by the door, kind of watching this happen. A lot of the artists are kind of noticing at this point.
Come from the artists.
I don't think that that's my permission to give. That's my resource to give.
So you're
You-
not going to pay?
You're trying to tell me that I should pay you because at a bar one time you pissed off a friend of mine who pissed you off, and suddenly I'm held responsible.
I'm just going to write this down.
And you want to tell me this in front of all of these people who've come here to do their work.
Lysander calls Brennan
A friend.
a friend.
It's a figure of speech for this. Yes.
No, you were pretty anti-friend in the depths of the mind. So you say that and in front of all these witnesses.
Wait, anti-friend.
We had our times with Brennan.
Some of them are good. Some of them are bad.
We're business associates. Point is, you want to come into my place of business and tell me that I should suddenly start paying a mob boss something that isn't his.
Well, those are your choices.
You haven't offered me choices. You just offered me the one.
You can pay or you cannot.
You're
That
really
is
not.
two choices.
You're really not good at this whole intimidation thing, are you?
I don't need to be. They
Octavio.
are. And he points to the four guys.
I've got to write John.
A what?
I look it up.
You're trying to sell me into slavery.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's awfully chummy with the.
Yeah,
What's
yeah.
happening here?
yeah.
All right, Octavio. I think
He didn't threaten to sell you. He threatened to capture you.
yeah.
Actually,
thing,
he
and
offered to buy
to
you.
buy
Oh,
me.
that's
Yes.
Yeah.
So then he could sell me.
Yeah.
You're telling me I need to say yes or no? I think you need to leave.
You want us to leave?
That is what I said. I didn't stutter.
I hope you understand that we'll remember this.
Yeah, and I'd hope you remember to stay the hell out.
Oh.
The 4 other dwarves kind of moved forward in front of him, start approaching.
Octavio,
Octavio says, do the thing.
do the thing.
Do the thing. Octavio steps forward, and as the 4 dwarves kind of pull out short swords, you watch as Octavio just grabs one, disarms, takes the short sword, throws it into another guy, whips out a what essentially amounts to a hook on a chain, uses that to hook
Where did he
into...
get that from?
Uses that to hook into
Ocarina of
one of
Time.
the far away ones. Uses the chain to pull him close. Hits him right in the face with an elbow. Pretty quickly knocks the 4 guys out.
Right.
Like, you know how normally combat would take somewhere around 30 seconds
Yeah.
for you guys? He does this in about 12.
How does he have so many actions? Okay.
Because he is a rogue
He's a
with
rogue.
poison blade, sneak attack, swashbuckler rogue, so that way he can get sneak attack on his own,
Oh man.
and monk, allowing him extra attacks.
That's just cheating. Okay.
Is this the same guy? That's
This
the
is the
slave
same
catcher?
guy.
Yeah. He's like a level 12 character. You mentioned it in passing.
I missed
I
it.
didn't say it was level 12.
Way over leveled.
Okay.
You said he was level 9 to 12.
You,
Oh.
you
Because
basically said-
I asked for the proficiency bonus.
And for the final blow, I'm going to go ahead and hit the last dwarf with a Eldritch Blast to repel.
The leader?
He's
Yeah,
a
I'm pushing it out of my house.
Go ahead and make the roll.
This could be bad. Oh, I get 2. Right.
He mentioned at least
It-
7
it's not possible to cast at minimum damage, is it? I'm trying to intimidate.
I
not
usually
kill.
allow it.
Yeah, I'm trying to get him out, not and show a show of force, not kill him.
And stay out.
And yeah. Oh, okay. I'm gonna hit the guy.
You can at least knock him 20 feet back.
Jesus. Yeah. 21.
Okay. Is
Oh,
21 the
sorry,
highest or both?
21 and 15.
Okay.
Sorry. It's not an advantage roll. It's
The 15 misses,
Yeah.
goes wide. The 21 would hit, but you watch as the dwarf grabs a hold of an amulet around his neck,
oh, you.
and a shield throws up.
For flavor, can we say that he gets pushed back?
He does stumble back a few feet, and he just kind of looks around at his men who are all beaten bloody and down to like 1 hit point as Octavio just... And clearly bleeding from short sword stabs and poison damage and got shanked in the side.
Yep.
And he looks and he says, fine, we can take the hint. And they all begin stumbling out and he says,
Took you long enough.
we won't forget this.
I'm sure.
And he leaves.
Don't let the door hit you on the way out.
Whoa.
He
Yeah, we
slams the door
we
very hard.
He makes sure the door does hit him on the way out, just to spite you.
We just installed that.
And it is a new nice wooden door. Actually, it's a pair of double doors, and he grabs both of them.
Good thing we paid a bit for it. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. I've been meaning to kick some skulls in for a while now. Talking with people is such a pain in my ass. It's not my favorite thing.
It feels like he's like that guy in an MMO who just walks into a low-level area and just starts killing people.
PvP.
Well, he did come from Rachel.
A bit of a yeah. So, Rachel was the second part of the campaign.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
The
Or
expansion.
Gothracy, or the Mistlock
It's
Lands.
downloadable content
Taladas.
if you level up high enough, you know.
but yeah, so
That was fun. Feels good to stretch my muscles a bit.
glad that you helped there. To everyone who's watching this, is probably like, "Whoa, okay, violence just happened. Also, lasers, I guess." And
What?
Laser light.
yeah, I'm gonna make a show out of that. Gonna go ahead and say to everyone there, "You're not just artists here. You're family."
Family looks out for each
Just
other.
like Olive. No, your family, just like Olive Garden.
You're here.
Unlimited breadsticks.
Oh, now I want to join.
Go ahead and make
How
a
artistic do you have to
persuasion
be?
check.
Sure. I basically, yeah, I'm trying to.
You make a speech about how we're all in this together.
We're in this together.
Mighty Ducks.
You'll look out for them.
We're here to defend each other.
Flying
If
wing
something like
formation.
that were to happen, we don't want to invite trouble, but if it comes our way,
Oh, that'd be good.
we are here to stop it. Or whoever happens to be strongest level at the time.
Creepy slave catcher will help us if no one else will.
Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah, how come you're becoming such good friends? Did
we
you
go.
see what he did?
Sure. That's
Was
15.
he there when we met him? I don't think he was.
Lysander wasn't there. Lysander spotted him invisibly at first.
But he
so
knows that that's the guy, right?
He pretty much knows.
Lysander has.
We had a conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know it's the
Word
guy.
for
There's only one of them.
Things happened in that month that we were not
Yes.
privy to.
Oh my
That was
god.
15.
Okay.
A lot of
He
people.
was
evil
informed
force.
of the fact
Yes.
that
Like a
this
couple
guy
of
tried
people
to
seem a
take
little
me.
hesitant and like, what am I getting into?
Yeah.
But a couple of the people who came from lower standings understand that thieves guilds, like the not friendly thieves guild, will try and encroach in and try and extract something. And
We are an independent guild for a reason.
so you're able to sway them to your side, essentially.
And don't worry, this won't be every night. This is a huge anomaly. I was not expecting that.
The next night,
Yeah.
The next night,
it burns down.
Yeah.
Everyone
The
dies.
firebomb
Yeah.
goes through the window.
Unrelated. Does everybody know how to make fireproof paint?
yes,
I'm using asbestos a lot this year for material.
all right, everybody. If you want to remember this, start huffing some paint. We got some nearby.
Yeah.
So that finishes your day 41.
Yes.
Day 42,
Oh jeez.
business as usual.
Something to show off.
Nothing happens.
Yeah.
In the evening, Hermnia is released, and you guys roll into town. You are all still
Sorry.
assigned.
I will cast disguise self
Yeah.
before going in.
So, by the way, so Octavio, I'm gonna go ahead and usher him out at a certain point. Just more of like a thank you so much.
Yeah, did he just
can't
leave or?
can't wait to see you again sometime. Please, yeah. What are you doing?
Octavio says that he's currently
That-
staying
Or
in
might
the
disguise
high
that.
class
This
inn.
gonna be
Is that
interesting
a
question.
he's
Probably not.
under.
You need
He's
magic.
a personal.
Pretty good magic.
He's a personal guest of Lord Numera.
Wait, really? Ah. Okay.
I'm a visiting.
Diplomat.
emissary for
Ambassador.
the city state.
And what are you doing here down by the docks?
Well, first off,
Visiting a friend.
we're as far away from the docks as you can get on this side of the
Oh, sorry,
on the
well-
switchbacks. Second off, I'm visiting you. Just want to pop in and say hi.
I guess we're friends now. That's weird. I didn't want this.
Wait.
Well, you were a
You just
businessman.
constantly exchange with shady people. You're just like shady people for shady people.
Magnet.
You were
Like
a
I have rat
businessman
problems, I
meeting
bring in
with
the
Lord
cat. Then I have a
Mera.
cat
I
problem,
was
so I bring in the
somebody
dog. So I have a
meeting with
dog
Lord
problem.
Happenstance meeting, and then yeah.
It makes
Yeah.
for
So
Like the
Cool
old
story.
lady.
Makes
you
for
saw.
good
Yeah.
fiction.
Remember that time where you tried to buy my friend back?
that hasn't happened. He doesn't know that part yet.
Okay, he does.
he doesn't know about that.
He doesn't know.
He
Remember,
doesn't know
he
that we
doesn't
know each
that
other.
we are associated with her.
Yeah, because he knew someone was spying on him, but not who, because you were invisible.
Yeah.
He met these two and her at the
And-
bar. Yeah, so
And-
these two and her.
How did you meet Octavio?
we'll
You don't know yet.
Oh, but
keep
did you
going.
you didn't tell me when I showed up to like visit
No, wait,
with
oh,
you?
wait, no. Didn't I warn you about that whole deal?
You warned her that he was around, but you didn't specify.
Say that you were chums.
Yeah, you didn't
I,
really
know,
specify
I didn't know
Hang
either.
out.
Well, he didn't know that.
I didn't know you were trying to either. He just showed up.
Okay, so you,
Save it for when we meet.
I know.
That's why I was so awkward.
No,
and
I was just
confused.
wondering.
Like,
So I don't
why
know that
do you-
they've. Okay.
Because you were nice, and contacts are always useful.
Shall we elope?
And an artist guild.
And art
I mean,
skill. I mean,
That's culture.
he pulled a UA on you.
Everyone's got a crush on Lysander.
Do I have this natural charm for people who are going to be really picky about their friends?
What's your charisma?
It's
14.
It's like a 14.
Yeah.
15.
You
15.
You attract friends.
Even better.
I'm okay at this, but I always attract the ones I don't want.
So you need a higher charisma.
So you were going to try and usher him out.
It's more of like, hey, I've got stuff to get to. I'm just letting you know.
Yeah.
Curious to know.
And he's not like
Interesting.
sticking around the whole time. Like
Okay.
that was kind of a chance thing that happened.
Gotcha. I
Where
was-
they showed up at the same time he did.
That's what I was trying to figure out. Like, if he shows up the next day, I'll be like, okay, listen, I've got stuff to do.
No, he might like at the end of the day he kind of says that he'll be in touch. He'll see you around.
Okay.
But yeah, he heads up to the nice place where he's staying with actually good food and good beer.
I want this beer.
And he says, "Oh, you can come on up, and I'll get you in." But then he makes his way up there, and the four of you show up. You are all still assigned a starfield.
Oh yeah, that hasn't gone through yet, has it?
Not yet. Not Joff though.
Apparently they work. But yeah, because he's cheating.
What? No, he's not.
He's a divine caster.
Not a divine caster. He's a nature caster.
Oh, I thought. Oh, sorry, no. Thinking 3.5, not 5th edition.
He's nature based,
Yeah.
and he's a ranger, which means he's only third. They detect half and above.
Man.
So a fighter who was an arcane trickster would also not have guards on it.
You mean rogue?
Or a fighter who's an Eldritch Knight, or a rogue who's an arcane trickster.
I forgot it was an archetype, but yeah. Okay. Neat.
You guys arrive in town.
Yeah, show up. Sorry for taking up so much
So
time.
we are assigned Starfields.
You're assigned Starfields.
Okay. Okay.
Corwin says, "Hey,
Yeah.
it's been a while.
Yeah.
Sorry about the paperwork. It seems like there's some sort of glitch in the checkout, so they're kind of putting things back under special review right now."
No problem. I've been working out in Alaghon. We're
Just
here to-
lifting.
40 days. Every day was leg day.
kind of
Every
true,
day was
because
leg day on my 40 days.
You worked
And
as
of
a,
course, yes.
you worked as a 3D printer for a while. Welcome to the age of automation.
So, do you stable the wagon at the stables near the gates?
Yes.
Okay. 5 silver a day.
I make Tetris pieces all night.
5 silver a day.
Okay.
Live action Tetris.
And
Wait, I didn't actually mark off the 5 silver from the other night.
Again, sorry. for
you had
taking
good
up
berries, so you didn't need to mark off gold. I already did yours. You don't need to eat, so you didn't have to do anything, and you paid your room tab while you were busy. And you
Anyone who's with me can eat my
Work
good
for
berries.
my keep, right?
you worked for your keep while you were in Olier.
Oh, not the.
So I just need you to mark off 2, 4, 6. If you could mark off 30 silver or 5 rations. You're all good. You have good berries.
Yeah, and anyone was with me, obviously, but you're talking about before they got
Before you met up, I forgot to run through the numbers.
Yep.
So you stable the wagon. Corwin allows you guys
Yeah.
to
And also,
go.
for the record, we have a nice enough wagon. Someone can stay there.
You're right, you can sleep in there.
Corwin asks, where are you guys headed? Stables? Or not stables, the inn? Or the Explorers Guild or the Smiths Guild? Do you want to go to the Lord's Keep?
Well, I imagine we're going to the Artists Guild.
The new one.
The newish one.
How'd you guys find out about that? Word of mouth?
It's Lysander.
Oh.
Magic.
All right. He takes you to one of the more.
I'm running a note now. I guess that we're friends now?
Oh, no. Any of my friends is not my friend. Do we have to go through this?
Yes, this is going to be a hell of a thing.
And you also did you a favor. You let that guy do you a favor, is what you also did.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm going to favor. That's going to get weird.
So the Starfields take you through some of the dingier streets over towards an area of a waterfall. That's most people aren't really here. It's kind of like a pseudo-industrial section.
Okay.
And he points between 2 buildings at what essentially amounts to a warehouse by the water. And
It's
he
a very
says,
nice
"Yeah,
warehouse now.
there's the Artist Guild. Kind of a odd location, but they seem to be doing well for themselves. The owner's been really pushing."
Good.
Excuse me. Had a little bit to drink before you guys got here.
All right. Excellent. Good to hear. How have you been doing?
I've been fine.
How's the city been?
It's not a city. It's a town.
That's really the running joke from here on out. No matter what you say, it keeps happening. No matter what you say, it's going to be the other one.
It's like how you said city at the beginning of
Always
the
the other one.
You did like
We should just say
the
location.
expectation was set at the beginning.
Good to be
That-
back.
The
that was just
locale.
in my head.
Stick with the gags, funnier.
The town's been all right. No problems. I mean, there was a little bit of a, like I mentioned, there was a little bit of a glitch at the Mages Guilds maybe a week ago.
Oh,
What was that?
Which?
Oh, some sort of spike in
I don't know this
power,
word.
but nobody seems to know exactly what happened. Like magic stuff.
Yeah, magic tends
So,
to do that when you're just
wizards.
messing around with arcane forces.
Yeah, but this kind of power level, typically the Mages Guild informs us beforehand, but nobody seems to have any recollection about what happened.
oh, do you guys get like
Wait, then a spike in power and they had their memories wiped?
Hoss kind of goes?
I
Oh,
didn't say they had their memories wiped. Just nobody's fessing up.
you're able to kind of keep
Okay.
tabs on emanations from there.
Well, yeah, we have one of the archmages works as a contractor for Lord Numera to make sure that we don't get surprised by things like an army teleporting into the city.
Ah.
So we keep an eye out for
I see.
things like that.
Okay.
The belly rubs in.
Yeah. We're friends now.
So it takes you to the.
He's still gonna bark more, maybe.
If he's still having problems, come back.
Nah, it'll be fine, I think.
I can go get him.
He's very. He acts cute, but he's very blocky.
Yeah, you know, I remember the first time I came into your house. You guys were on some vacation, was with Alex, and we were just hanging out. I think we walked him or something. Or,
Oh, okay.
Or
He's
she walked
very
him.
annoying sometimes.
But he was barking like for like an hour. He was barking at me.
So
Reminds me
there's
of
the Artist
Charles
Guild.
dogs.
Because this is technically Lysander's home, we don't need to go in.
Okay.
If you want us to go in, we can. But I was just gonna hang out with his Starfield over in the cafe nearby.
Okay. Lysander still has a assignment too.
Oh yeah. Moress, she's pretty good at keeping to the shadows, but
Okay.
Smell you later.
All right.
see ya. Him and the other glitters make their way out.
Jasmine doesn't have a Starfield, right?
She does.
She does.
Yeah,
She
all the
does.
full casters do.
Well, I didn't remember if like they had.
Oh, they pierced the illusion, you're saying?
Well, not pierced the illusion, but they had fingered her as a caster.
Okay.
She was able to stealth in the first time, but then when she approached you guys, being escorted by like 8 Starfields to the keep,
Oh, they're like, hey, wait a minute.
yeah, they realized that she needed a caster,
You
or
do-
she needed a Starfield, so she was assigned one that moment.
Yeah, you do magic stuff.
Right. Okay. All right. So yeah. Well, so we, Haas walks up to the guild hall door and work.
And swings open.
You notice a blue-skinned elf with, I think it was coppery hair, opens the door and says, welcome to
Hello.
the Artists Guild. He kind of turns towards you
Yeah.
and he asks, is this your creation?
I'm looking for
The
Sarah
eyes
Connor.
narrow.
He's not really paying attention.
No, he's got a mind of his own, this one.
Is there someone useful we
If
can
there's
talk
someone else we can talk to.
Me.
We're friends of Lysander.
Hey, Demetrius, who's at the door?
A giant walking automaton who seems to have some sort of semblance, even though that's impossible. Somebody from Octavio's area, and a hobo.
Let him in, I know them, even the hobo.
Is Jeff with us too? He didn't mention Jeff.
Oh, I give you...
Also a halfling.
And a
Oh,
pen.
you got off easy.
The spring peepers are back, guys.
Oh yeah, I was hearing it someplace.
So exciting.
Earlier.
When you went up to the Artist Guild, there was a blue-skinned elf who basically gave a very quick rundown of each of you into the Artist Guild.
Yeah, just
and he
yell back.
specifically mentioned that there was somebody from the same land as Octavio.
Was Octavio there at the time?
No.
Not that you know of. You don't even know who Octavio is.
Yeah,
He just said somebody from the same land as
Oh,
Octavio.
he told me that there was someone.
Wait, but wait a minute. Actually,
Yeah.
we should probably retcon that. Maybe are you dressed up as someone Regiellian, or are you dressing up like Northerners?
Did you throw on a disguise?
I did disguise myself. I didn't really state what I looked
Was
like.
was it a disguise kit or a spell?
Spell.
Okay. The Starfield would have ordered you to dispel that spell
Oh, okay.
going in.
Didn't. Oh, okay.
You probably have local clothes.
And you did disguise yourself by
you
actually
though?
disguising
As
yourself.
a matter of fact, she I know she has local clothes because she has a suit of my clothes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
because
and
that'll
I've got a
make you
disguise
appear-
kit too.
Yeah.
that
That'll
I
make
could-
you a little less obvious, but your tan skin
Right,
still makes
it's
you stand
still-
out.
Yeah.
Yes. stands-
Well, my neck is for sure covered. We'll say
Didn't
that.
you
So
get,
you
didn't you
cover
get
your
a
neck?
special dispensation when you're leaving Foxley?
They did give me one.
They gave you a special dispensation to use a disguise kit. There was no mention of a spell being used.
Oh, I thought it was
Right,
disguised
that's
stuff.
right.
Yeah.
Because she still had to have the escort, and they're like, we don't like the fact that you're disguising yourself as somebody else. But
Which makes sense.
Yeah.
You can use a disguise kit as long as they can see what your disguise kit looks like when you come out.
Gotcha. Okay, cool.
Okay.
So you use the disguise kit to kind of cover up your neck when the spell
Yes, for sure.
Vamoosed. Okay. So he would still have said that somebody from Octavio's
Yeah.
Octavio's home.
I have a pen.
Because
That's a horrible meme, and you should feel ashamed of yourself.
We all
I had
laughed
that go
though.
off in last year, and a teacher that was super strict, and he used to throw kids' stuff out the window. So he was trying to take it from me to throw it out. And I don't know.
This shows you how old the Pineapple Pen meme
Yeah.
is a song.
But like everybody laughed. It was like so funny.
It's great. Anyway,
Silence your cell phone.
yes.
Please.
How
He shouted this to you,
So you hear from the back, no, they're cool, let them in.
and he steps to the side.
is
Wait, so sorry. He told me that someone from my country was already in the guild.
No, he told Lysander that somebody who
Oh,
looks
okay.
like somebody
Oh, okay.
is here, and he used a name.
All right, I
Yeah.
see.
So let them in.
You guys can step
Hello.
okay.
in. You can see that it's basically a warehouse that's basically like this, with no really internal walls. It's got supports along the outside, like a railing. And there's like a collection of beds in one corner. There's a curtained off area where Lysander's currently standing, and then there's a lot of artists. Some of them are painting, some of them are carving stone, some of them are crafting with their fingers. It seems to be
Glitter glue and popsicle sticks.
no, they're like they're like
It's
working
called
with,
postmodern.
Is there a
they're working with
It's
like
worth a lot.
chain bits. They're working with metal and kind of bending it into jewelry, that kind of thing.
Yeah, it's actually a pretty
Some
good
of them are
operation.
knitting with fabric.
Nice.
It's actually a pretty above board,
About a
really well done
3-year-old.
operation. If I do say so
Jesus.
A 3-year-old drawing with his finger.
Don't joke about his artist guild. He's not
Takes it very seriously.
no sense of humor about it.
Yeah. So
have to
you
do
guys
it.
going?
Sorry.
You guys walk
You
in.
guys going?
Oh yeah.
I pause at the door and kind of put my hand on this person's shoulder.
He knocks your hand off his shoulder.
No, Demetrius, they're cool.
Haas
Yeah.
isn't cool. Don't
I'm
get
not
it
gonna
wrong.
let
Oh.
him touch me though.
That's right. He's okay. I did hear Demetrius.
He's a friend.
Yeah.
They're saying to Demetrius, like, he's a friend.
Yeah.
You don't.
So
No touch.
You really have a problem with.
I guess I'm not going to talk. I walk in.
You can talk.
No, it's
He decided it's not worth it.
past.
I genuinely don't know what his.
No, there's a lot of. Yeah, I walk in.
Okay.
He closes the door behind you and goes back to his business.
So, have you been?
Good.
It's been a bit.
How are you? Congratulations on your wife. As I said in
I
my
got-
message.
I got that.
In person.
I'm glad she's well. She's
Yeah.
Yeah.
doing okay.
Speaking of which, it's around the time after she's come back.
They arrive after Hermia. You left her in your office while you were talking.
Oh, she can obviously
The
hear.
office.
It's not like it's noise canceling or anything. Yeah, no.
It's basically multiple of that.
Yeah.
Wow.
So Armia, come on out. Say hi to the team. I
So you
guess.
notice a red-headed woman, fair-skinned, dressed in very, very simple commoner's clothes, step out from the curtain, and she says, "Oh, you must be the Sheila Verlaine that my husband was telling me about." She looks at all of you, and then she looks at you, and
Yeah.
you're a strange one.
I am. Haas takes his hat off and bows. It's a pleasure to meet you. I am Haas Tinker.
She very carefully takes your hand and shakes it. She's currently standing like behind you.
No,
Good shot.
don't
Boy.
Good to meet
don't-
you.
Here, don't be shy. You were always better at this than I was.
I'm not shy. I'm
your
scared.
boy.
Scared of who?
The giant robot.
I told you about Haas. He's
He's
cool.
harmless.
He's cool. Actually,
Yeah.
no.
Well, I mean,
It-
he can do damage if he wants to, but he won't.
Unless he shoots you with his big gun.
Telling is one thing.
Kaboom.
Telling is one thing. Seeing is something different.
He's all goo inside.
Actually, what are you made of?
No,
Like
he's
No, not
What do you-
literally.
what do you-
Like
Oh, that he's
metaphorically,
that warm
he's
and-
a softie.
He's a softie.
yeah, tink.
He's a softie, but he's being metal. I got it. But yeah, no, but he's cool. He's fine. He's actually been one of the most hopeful people I know so far.
I'm sure he has, but forgive me. It's been a long couple of days.
Oh,
I
okay.
understand.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, and this is not a new development. Just letting you know, we don't have a lot of Haas running around or anything. Just letting you know.
Technology just went
Okay.
crazy. 10 years.
Something Magitech. We have VR now.
All Warforged.
You just
They
like
pretty much do. There's illusion spells that do that.
I mean, yeah, but they've always had that. Okay, so
Yeah. Nice to meet you. I have so many questions. I'll save them probably for another time, but
I'm your boy.
yeah,
He's been
You-
sitting on that for a little while.
what you
you're waiting to say those words.
Your boy.
His name is Joff. I'm Bruce.
Your boy.
Henceforth known as Joff.
Your boy.
Stop trying to make your boy work.
I know
It's not gonna be a
each
thing.
of you. Forgive me if I'm a little shell shocked, but Lysander has told me about each of you.
What?
Bruce of the Bannock clan,
Then I made you sound
Joff
okay.
Highhill.
Wait, that's my
Did
last
you just
name?
dab?
Yes,
Wait, what?
He's like, oh,
Not
cool.
quite.
I have a last name.
you have a last name. You gave it
Please kill
to
me.
me.
And
There's,
he
like-
puts the high.
You should, like, if you're subbing or something, you should dab in class.
Please.
I've had subs
I
do
will.
that
Why is that a thing?
because we asked them to.
Why? Why would you spread this horrible
tell them.
illness?
Because it's funny.
I'll tell them.
It's even better.
Riley
when-
told
never
me to do
understood.
this.
That's a
Does it make me cool?
Why is it a thing?
It was a
I'll
thing.
have to research this. I'm not kidding. I genuinely don't understand.
It's a real-
I know it's a thing, just that.
We got Mr. Bernanke. He's like one of those old-fashioned teachers, and we got him to dab, and it was really funny because he didn't know. How
What
to-
about like dab into flossing? Is that cool or not? That's like too crazy.
I don't know.
Too much.
Okay, well,
Flossing is rarely cool.
chaining dabs
If
is
you
fine,
can-
but
you can
dab
always, like-
canceling is where it's at.
No, he just.
Nobody go plays fighting games.
Really, like-
Oh, okay.
I'm glad of options.
I get it. I get it.
Alright. So that was a thing.
Yeah.
So you dab at Lysander's wife, apparently. I'm sure that's a greeting where you come from.
We are very
It is the way of the
eccentric.
hill people.
You always just like finger dab.
It shows that we are under the hills, I guess, or something.
Or look out a bird.
Okay.
It's like a vampire.
I see you're not very.
Sorry,
into this.
Michael. I opened this like up.
We are weird, Hermia, but you married Lysander, so you know about weird, I'm guessing.
Hey,
Oh.
you're not that weird.
Are you sure about that?
WYRD. Is it eldritch?
Yes.
Yes.
You okay?
We should have like.
Yeah, I'm fine.
You seem upset, just a little bit.
We did come to a
Weed.
grinding halt.
For a solid minute to 3 minutes.
It's like 8:45.
8:45.
Okay,
I've been trying to get to this point
All right,
by
let's go.
7.
I apologize.
It wasn't all you.
All right. So, introductions are made,
Sure. They already happened.
Hurrah.
and yeah, let's chat about what's gone on. I haven't been filled in. I've been partially filled
Right.
in. Oh, the dogs are probably still in through the Arts Guild.
There are 2 dogs.
Oh yeah, this is Lysander too, by the way. You've already
cute.
met.
You've replaced me.
He's the best.
They've upgraded you.
2.0.
There are.
Yeah,
you
that's his
can
name
see that
now.
There are two dogs kind of scampering about inside the artist
Go
guild.
play with your brothers and sisters. I sent him off
They begin
to frolic.
frolicking and gnawing and biting at each other and
Oh, that looks like so much fun.
wrestling.
We have stuff to do. You can go play with them later. Let's fill him
I could
in.
become a puppy too now. Just saying.
Oh, I wish I could do that. So-
I'll teach you.
Well,
Multi-class next month.
I've been doing guild
I like
and I've been doing guild work in Alaghon and waiting to hear from the lady. Her agents have been active in the city,
Oh, active as in
out
mobile.
and about,
Okay.
doing work.
So
I've seen them.
Nothing special. Just they are
No, I've just been waiting.
okay. That worries me. I'd like to think that there'd be more action before now.
Well, that's what
After
we were
all.
waiting for in Alaghon.
Yeah.
Which lady?
Stillman.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Lady Stillman.
Yep.
Yep.
I gotcha.
Beline Stillman.
Don't know why I'm forgetting like Octavio's name, but her name I remember perfectly.
Because you fought a mind flare
Okay,
against her.
Yeah, that was pretty
Tend to
memorable.
remember that.
So, yeah.
You wanted us to meet you down here.
Yes. I was a bit stuck on a decision, but I think I might have a better idea of what I'm doing with that now. It's more
Okay.
that I wanted your support in case I had to do something brash.
Does good evil
Okay.
forces on our tail?
No. I mean, no, not more.
Be honest.
Not more evil forces.
My husband is being honest. There was he was offered a deal with his original patron.
Yep.
I don't know if he's informed you about Oberon.
I give him the basics.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He Oberon doesn't seem as amenable to the deal that Lysander struck involving me as originally thought.
He's changing it.
He offered Lysander an option to walk away. He would lose all of his powers from Oberon, but would not have to work for him anymore. I'm a little surprised. I didn't realize you'd come to a decision.
I'm realizing that one option is worse than the other by a large margin.
And which option is that?
The whole wait till devils catch up to me and kill me thing.
You see, it just takes a little bit of time, but he learns.
By the way, why are you so interested in? I mean, like, I'd like to think that after all that I've done and I've talked to you about it, like, let's go to my office. Hold on.
He takes you into
You're just not around.
takes you into a curtained area. There's a desk and a chair and a couch and
It's written on it like Zone of Silence or something, you know.
nope.
That'd be an art project.
That'd be in our project.
That'd be a mage project.
Jeez. We just get a lot of wool. And, anyway, but yeah, no.
What's your wife's name?
Hermia.
Like hernia with an M.
What? I don't get it.
Like hernia with an M. That's
Oh God.
Don't make fun of his wife.
I did the autocorrect. When I touched it, autocorrect went right to hernia.
She just
So I
woke up
almost
from a
misspelled it on
coma.
paper.
I'm so bad at
That would have gotten weird.
Got it.
It's
I
okay.
should
You're from the
have
House.
I should have stopped reading.
Yes.
Oh, Pablo, buddy.
Yeah, makes sense.
I should have stopped reading from Shakespeare. But,
You are
Funny
good.
though,
You are more
but-
charming than I am.
so, I think that the best decision is to stick with it. Because so far, he's been hostile at times, very dodgy and shady at others. But altogether, it's not like he's harmed me directly. He gave me payment, and he seems to be pretty interested in keeping me on.
Aside from association with Oberon, is there a drawback?
Drawback is I can't say no anymore.
Ever?
Yeah, locked into kind of an eternal contract sort of deal. That's why I'm worried. The devil's coming after me. Devil, you know how. I know that's going to go badly. And I know that I signed something I shouldn't have. The question is whether or not I want to sign another deal. That could also go pretty badly.
Don't do it.
So, why not?
Because it could go badly.
I mean, you're just repeating the words I said.
I cut you off.
Very
Oh,
insightful.
sorry.
Right now, if he doesn't sign this deal, the devils will hunt him and kill him.
Probably.
And yeah, very
Well, that
probably.
doesn't sound fun.
Whereas if he stays with Oberon, he will not be killed.
Oh,
But Oberon didn't originally capture Hermia, right? It wasn't like he stole her, right?
this is where Lysander has to kind of give full info on this, because I forgot to at one point. In his backstory, Lysander, Hermia dying of an illness, decides he's trying to find some way to cure her, strikes a deal with Oberon, but he doesn't realize that part of the deal is, oh yeah, by the way, she'll be frozen in stone and be whisked away to the Feywild for however long it takes.
Okay.
And so that's why he's so frustrated by the time you meet him, and he's just like, I just want my freaking wife back.
Okay.
She's been gone for a decade. I don't know if he's
I thought
messing
the
with
story
her.
was he kidnapped her. and
Yeah, I
turned
kind
her
of
stone.
thought so
No,
too.
no.
but-
The kidnapping part was the, by the way, I'll just take your wife now.
Okay.
He was saying, oh yeah, I'll totally
So he
keep her.
didn't give you the full details,
Yeah.
kind of.
He withheld so much of the deal that's why Lysander.
So
couldn't
what
piss
is he
off the
withholding now is my question.
That's my
Because
question.
if that's how he got you to do that in the first place by withholding information, I would imagine
bastard. I mean, I tried to read.
he seems to be able to twist words or, you know.
He's not
Well,
very good at
that's
being
how-
open about negotiation.
That's how the Fae work. They twist the words
Yeah.
to make the deal seem amenable and then hit you with the ton of bricks later.
Yep. And this has happened so many times that I practically expect this to go sideways. It's
Well,
going
the
to go
other
sideways.
option-
Not
in
as
benefits.
sideways as death, though.
The other options is burning in hellfire.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hellfire and certain death, or probably not that. at least googly trees.
I don't know if we can
I know that.
fully protect you
I
if
know.
you choose the
Whoa.
Not an Alaghon
if you
anymore.
choose the one path.
And
Or
I
really-
don't think that you would want to, which is why
Well,
I'm saying that
You are a friend.
It's true.
Thank you. But yeah, I think that making a smarter decision is better than a brash one, based on me being upset at the guy. He's a god.
Yeah.
He's got other stuff to worry about. I'm probably low on his priorities.
Yeah.
There's a reason he's been
Definitely
screwing
the
me so
lesser of two
openly.
evils, it sounds like.
And even then, I don't think it's so much he's evil. It's more
Well,
I don't have a chance in the nine hells of understanding what his motivations are, aside from the base level. I tried to talk to him. He gave me a basic rundown. I don't totally agree with him, but I'm gonna have to if I choose to stick with him.
Well, you don't have to agree with him. You just have to work for him.
I just gotta get him to promise he won't mind control me or something.
Well, that's a pretty tricky proposition.
Yeah.
I don't think he has to mind control you. I think he can just order you.
Maybe I'm just paranoid because of the devil thing.
Hermie, I think we can guess from what you said so far what you're thinking. You are okay with this decision? Or as okay as you can be?
I'm as okay as I can be. Kind of a lot of information hitting me over a few days. Like the fact that I was a statue for 10 years. I went to bed in my home in Alaghon. I woke up at a temple in Voxley Allen. 10 years had passed.
Again, surprisingly, not a lot has changed.
But this seems... I was always the brains of our Bonnie and Clyde routine.
I
Hey.
believe that.
You know it's true, dear. And this seems like the best
Check his
option
character
that
sheet.
we can do. It's
Alright.
the option is working with somebody who we were already working for,
Mm-hmm.
or not working for someone and being attacked by
Being hunted.
being hunted. Yes,
And someone who did cure you, right? You were dying.
he did.
Oh, yeah,
He cured
did-
me.
Okay, sorry, I
Well-
left that open to you. What illness did you pick?
The same illness that attacks all the moms in anime.
Bambi, get shot by a hunter?
Yeah, it was. It was an.
Totoro disease, oh no.
It was cholera. I don't know.
Wow,
it
that
was-
sucks.
Consumption. She had consumption.
Yeah, it was fantasy.
Consumption's a good
Fantasy consumption. She was struck by a disease that could not be cured. He tried everything he could, and it wouldn't be fixed. Hopefully, none of you get struck by it because your character will probably die.
But he did something.
You're not
he-
contagious, are you?
She says, "Not that I know of."
Nope.
Run!
She is absolutely cured.
Alright.
That part
According to Oberon.
okay.
He did trade something for something, I guess.
Well, I guess I'm gonna have to do the thing.
Alright. Yeah, sounds like it. Damn.
Okay.
What thing are you gonna do?
Yeah, Lysander takes a flask from under his robes, like his armor,
Ah, good.
Pulls it off his belt pouch.
Now this is hospitality.
and the new beginnings, I guess. You guys don't have a drink. Take a drink.
Yeah.
Make an intelligence check.
What?
Make an intelligence check.
To make sure I pick the right one. Because that sounds.
Make an intelligence check.
Okay. 4?
Uh-oh.
What am I supposed to? I'm intentionally picking the one that I. Yeah.
Okay. You take the flask. Everyone pours a glass of the water.
Oh, one. I think you spilled.
Yeah.
Oh, whoops.
Yep.
I didn't realize there was liquid in there. This is why you use screen protectors on your maps.
Oh.
So you take the flask. Everyone pours themselves some water.
Wait a minute, I'm not interested in water. Do you know what
Yeah,
fish,
what?
Do you know what fish do in water?
Yeah.
Lysander's had some rough.
And what we put in
Hermia
water.
says Lysander's had some rough times. We're trying to pull back on the alcohol drinking.
Well,
Oh,
Are
well.
you sure?
Do you have a
Do
flask
you have anything
somewhere?
else?
Do you, that bottle of wine? Did you drink that?
In the fantasy world, there's such a
Can we
thing as
drink
clean
that
water.
wine? Wait,
I
you
mean,
haven't
I
drunk my wine.
respect your
I
choices,
still have
but
it.
What that means is you'll like in the Middle Ages that
Oh,
meant
sorry,
that you were
wait.
just
We
having
respect
beer.
your choices.
Double checking your
small beer.
Double
Small
checking
beer,
the
exactly.
cleanest
that I
water.
have the
Yep.
info correct here. If this is the drink and then okay, I'm locked in, or did I have that backwards and that's what you're having to roll intelligence for? Because I'm just double checking here.
Apparently, you're not sure.
I'm double checking because I genuinely don't remember. I remember it was one of the two.
You might want to check your notes.
I'm checking my notes.
I have
Can you
wine.
ask
if you
Oberon
guys
real
wanna
quick?
split that.
Yes,
I have wine.
Yeah, sounds good.
bust it out.
Yep. Sure.
Hold up.
We
hold
can support
on.
Lysander's
Choice.
So Lysander kind of
well.
pulls his flask out, pulls
Also
it out,
indulging.
gets ready to drink, then he stops for a second, starts
I have to
thinking.
think about it.
Contemplate.
Oh,
And you can
God.
see as Hermia is kind of sitting next
boy.
to him, she's just very patiently waiting for him to.
Okay, I literally don't have a note that says which it is.
Okay. For the sake of not wanting to trick you,
Yeah, because I was gonna say why.
if you drink the potion, you lose the powers.
Okay, yeah, sorry, I did the wrong. I was about to do the wrong. That would have been dramatic as hell. Just like I take the deal, drink.
My heart was in my fucking throat.
I chug it down. Oh, no.
I thought it'd be dramatic.
How about we just like drink the wine?
So actually, this is a perfect moment. Also, you guys drink the water as per the toast. I go ahead and.
We poured
Just
ourselves
no-
some wine,
just
actually,
wine.
Oh, you
while
got
you were
wine.
deciding.
They pour a very,
We
very
were
fine
like,
wine.
thanks for the water, but no thanks.
I take the offered water because you're offering I take
Sure.
the cup.
Thank you, boss.
I was just afraid it was the magical water he was offering all of us.
So, yeah, uncork the potion as you guys drink. I just.
Pours it out.
You should smash it, and then we'll save muscle.
Clang.
I'm keeping.
Bruce, you have a really high intelligence, right?
I keep.
Or perception, right?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
17 is passive.
Okay. So you pour out,
It may not be high enough though.
And then recork the bottle because I might as well keep it.
you recork the bottle. This bottle was from the Feywild.
Heck
Or wait, no, I think it was one of. No, you gave him the flask and he filled it from the vine.
Yeah, that got weird.
As you are pouring that out and everyone takes a toast to new beginnings, you hear a voice from behind you all. None of you seem to have noticed the appearance of a blue-skinned, blue hair going to green at the end with solid green eyes, dressed in very, very opulent clothing. By all intents and purposes, looks like an elf.
Okay. Do
And
I
he's-
recognize this race?
I think it's Oberon.
Race, it looks like an elf. Looks like a high elf.
Okay. So it's different from Dimitri.
It is It is not
Also
Dimitri.
blue skinned, yes.
Hold on, I have a picture of him in here. Oh, actually, no, he has tan skin. My mistake.
You've been describing him interestingly
Wow.
this whole time.
Neat.
But yeah,
He
got the crown and everything.
he's seated at your chair, and he says,
Wait, but I was right there.
"No, you stood up before the drink."
That fine.
He says, "I'm so glad you finally made a decision." As you're all staring at him, just so we all know for role-playing purposes, your emotions in his presence are amped to 11 and as fickle as somebody hopped up on caffeine without any sleep.
Me.
So
Okay.
basically, how I've acted
if you're
every time I'm near
annoyed,
him.
you'll be angry for a minute, and then you'll snap over to being happy about something.
So in other words,
Except for you, you're fine.
Okay.
Hello.
What's funny is that I think that's been happening automatically every time I do the commune thing. So it's not like I have to know this. I just
Well, you're technically immune, but
Oh,
your,
wait,
your
really?
decisions are
Really?
your own.
why am I? Oh, whatever.
Hoss, when he turns and sees Hoss bows.
Oh,
Wow, some proper respect. I like
How
this
you
one. Keep
doing?
him around.
I'll give him a high five. The highest of fives.
Hoss is not.
so for him it's a low five.
Hoss is not dumb.
Boy!
A blast of water slams into your chest and
I have
pins
it
you.
written here.
A blast of water slams into your chest and you're pinned to the far wall.
Sir! Please stop this.
Yeah. You can stay as far away from me as just humanly possible.
That I can get a lot
I
further
think-
away if you want.
I really like your hair.
Humanly possible.
Welcome.
You're
Can I get
interesting
out of the
one.
water?
Yeah, it was just a blast of shoving
Okay.
against the wall, like being
I'll-
hit by a fire
I'll
hydrant.
start walking towards.
The super soaker.
Please don't piss off the literal god standing there.
You must be Jasmal, the Rigellan, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I like you.
Oh, thanks. I'm sure I'll like you a lot too.
We'll see about that.
Oh, okay.
You want to mess with Commons boys, aren't you?
Yeah, and you're the jerk that keeps giving this guy problems, right?
I wouldn't say that. You have the stinking mess of comment all over you.
Ixnay on the Urk.
Are you still walking towards him?
Young boy.
I'm not like.
He said emotions are enhanced.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Very true.
But
I still say that.
yeah, no, that's perfect. Yeah, dude.
I'm not going.
Oh, you're so funny. Okay, fine. Fine.
So, yeah, you stop a safe distance away.
That was pretty funny. That's pretty good. Really did the job.
I know, that was hilarious.
I missed it. Sorry.
Oh, we were just laughing at what
we
you
were
did
actually in
to
character laughing at what happened to John.
Oh, okay.
Emotions
That was
because
pretty
the
cool.
emotions enhanced.
I wish I could do that to him a lot of the time.
Yeah.
Oh, if you're interested, I might have something to offer you.
Maybe not right now. I think you probably have business to discuss.
He might be a jerk too. Be careful.
You get disguised self for freezies.
Oh, he's standing very still.
Curious.
So, you made your decision.
I think it's what's best for me and those who I care for.
Well, I'm glad. Now we can actually do some proper business.
Okay. Sounds good.
Thanks for saving Hermia, though. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
He actually held up his end of the deal.
Well,
Sort
took
of.
some time, negotiations. The mothers aren't easy to negotiate with.
I mean, all you said to me was that it took time, and you said time acts weirdly. Wait, how long did it take from your perspective?
From my perspective, it was... Well, I had to make the deal with the mothers, then they had to get the reagents, then I had to deal with the Unseelies as they were encroaching. They overtook the table, we had to make the deal. Time's fluid. I don't know, maybe... How long has it been in your 10 years, I guess?
Yeah.
My world was... I wasn't really paying attention.
Okay.
It doesn't matter when you're eternal.
I'll do it tomorrow. By tomorrow, I mean
And
1,000
tomorrow
years from now.
takes forever, and also never shows up.
Whoa. That's cool.
Gods must be constantly high.
Do you want a little closer idea of what it's like?
Don't do it.
Not right now. Not right now. Thanks. But
Offers you a drink from his chalice.
Hey, be nice to Jasmine.
I don't
Hello.
do anything to her that she doesn't want.
How are you doing, sir?
God, this is great.
Haas, should I do
Be
it?
careful about anyone who calls themselves a god.
Do
Yes,
it.
the robot.
Do it. Pure pressure.
He is one of the old gods.
I mean, wait, what's gonna happen to me if I
You're
do
the one
this?
who's always preaching
Quite
about that.
like,
He's
what?
not really, you know.
Paul says,
Time will
I have no
extend,
idea.
dilate, and contract.
So it's a drug.
Will I
It's not
die?
a drug, it's liquid.
It's a
No,
will.
you won't die.
it's
Why
perfectly
would you?
legal.
All right.
It's like
I mean,
heroin.
Probably.
I'm gonna take a very, very small
It's
sip.
like heroin.
As you're taking the sip, he says, probably won't.
All right, I did it.
It's like a wibbly
Go ahead and
wobbly,
make a
timey
constitution
wimey.
Oh,
saving
gosh.
throw.
Excuse me, sir. Can I place Hunter's mark on him?
His hair
No!
is so
Stop
cool.
attacking the
I'm
god!
not attacking. It's
Yeah, let's-
tracking.
Oh, 7. Or no, sorry.
tracking.
Yeah. 8.
Stop antagonizing
So-
the literal god.
You throw Hunter's Mark on him. He just glances over at you, snaps his fingers. You feel the Hunter's Mark take effect, dispel, and then he hits you with another
Can I
water
dodge?
blast.
I want to dodge.
Okay, dude.
Go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw.
I saw this coming.
You were preparing for this
That
moment.
can't be acrobatics.
No.
What?
It's a dexterity saving throw.
19.
You successfully dodge out of the way of the water blast. As it slams into your shoulder, you're spun around and you fall on your back. And then, as you're lying there, he snaps his fingers and the water coalesces into ice and your shoulder is pinned to the floor.
Can I break it?
It'll be a strength check in a minute. Over to you. As you take the sip, your vision, that vertigo feeling that they do in movies? Basically, the room does that. And everyone starts talking.
They move the camera back and they
Yeah.
focus in at the same time.
The contrary.
Everyone starts talking
Out of
really,
Jaws,
really
like,
fast,
on the beach.
except they're all moving really, really slow.
What?
You start kind of seeing as somebody will make motions, and then the words will catch up, and then it's basically like if you ever have a really bad Skype connection, where you'll see them stop, and then they'll really move really fast, and then the words will catch up. They'll be doing actions, and the words won't sync up. This is happening flowing back and forth. You're kind of you're getting this
Wow.
you're basically in flux.
So-
Nothing's
Okay.
ever
For
lining up.
how long do I just keep this up as we?
You're gonna be like that for maybe a good hour.
Okay.
So,
So I'm useless
Make a
now.
strength
Sorry,
saving
guys.
so Jasmine small from our perspective is just contemplating her hands.
like
Nat
what?
Just very
Nat
slowly
20.
going, whoa.
Or like realizing what you
Nice.
talked about like 5
He
minutes
says-
later.
Lysander,
Yes.
control your mongrel here, or I will be forced to throw him somewhere he's not so easy to get out of.
Joff, don't get yourself banished to a demi-plane forever.
Alright, I'm gonna go to the bar.
There's no bar. We are.
Let him go to the bar.
Okay, go to the bar.
Wait, we can go to the bar? Why didn't anyone say that?
Yeah,
before?
what?
Bar!
I mean, that sounds like
Oh
a
my
good
God.
idea, but we have to talk
Joff,
about
Joff,
things.
you go to the bar. We'll deal with this later.
I'll
We hear
hop
that
on
half an hour
Bishop.
later we hear
There
what
are
you
only
said.
there are only 3 of them. We can find him.
Give
I'm,
it, give
I'm
him
not
one of
gonna
those.
walk.
Give
I'm
him
not
one
gonna
of
walk.
those.
I'm just gonna
Do
have
you want
Bishop.
horse?
No, the drink that.
Oh. Do you want something to drink? It's wine.
It's super good.
Go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw.
What?
I don't know what the fuck you expected to happen.
Nat 20. Let's go. Nat 20. Look.
Dude, you saw what
You feel your
happened to
time.
me.
You feel the time dilation that happened to her start to happen to you. It doesn't seem to take as much of an effect. Things aren't as desynced. You're still mostly there.
So you're just high. Got it.
It's really good wine.
It's really.
Would you like to try some? Seems to be going around.
No, thank you.
Okay.
Gross.
I wanted to.
Are you guys sure you don't want any?
I
Out of everyone,
You're doing
It's super
I-
good,
you look like
man.
you're doing great.
You don't even know.
everyone here, you're the only one who's showing me some
It comes to me
proper
backwards, the words too. You know?
You are due.
Chill out.
You are due respect.
Everybody, chill out.
All right. Joff,
You
go to
should
the bar.
listen to Hoss
Alright.
a lot more.
Yeah.
He speaks truer words.
So. I'm saying that one more time, then not using that intro to a phrase ever again because just let's move.
So buttons.
You want to sew buttons?
No. You said so every time. You're saying so every time.
Oh,
So
trying not
so
to.
what? So buttons.
Trying not to.
What?
Exactly.
I'm assuming you're here.
It'll make sense in 23 minutes.
well, yes. I mean, it was no coincidence that I showed up that exact same moment.
Weren't you just there the entire time? I'm guessing something like that. You can do that.
I wasn't there the entire time, but I was keeping an eye. You wanted more open communication. That's not a door that's easily shut.
I might
Your
want-
patron can keep tabs on you.
Yeah, I figured.
Where did you get
Hoss
that
says.
wine?
I know. I know, and that's why.
Yeah, no,
That's
big
why the
one.
River King is nodding along. Yeah,
Can I buy some more wine?
drink up.
Joff.
No, I would like to purchase.
You don't need to. Have it. Drink. Drink freely.
It's pretty
Are you gonna drink freely?
I'm gonna have it in my hand for a little bit.
Okay.
I don't know.
He summons another chalice in his hand as he hands that one off to.
I'm gonna take the wine
Now
bottle.
that's a good trick.
There's no wine bottle.
No, the wine
He
bottle
has-
that we
he has
had
a
He
wine.
does
earlier.
have one.
From the real expensive wine.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Oh,
Pour it in
It doesn't stop. It just keeps going.
till the bottle is full,
Okay.
and stop.
I
Hand it
hope
back.
you realize what you've done.
He makes the one that he was holding disappear.
I hope you realize what you've done.
We
I
have.
I have done
wine.
nothing. I have merely offered Feywild hospitality.
Is much appreciated.
Good hospitality.
Now he appreciates it. Okay. Yep. So. Stop that. You're here. You're here for business, I take it.
Ah, you could say that. Just wanted to make sure there weren't any hard feelings. You understand what you're getting into. You didn't make a huge mistake by pouring that potion out or drinking it when you didn't mean to.
Get out of my head. Yeah, okay, or not, I guess.
I can't get out of your head. You invited me in.
I
Kind
wasn't
of like
that
this
explicit.
gentleman over here.
Do you have your god piggybacking all the time?
It's more complicated than that. Mostly in dreams.
Or? Oh. So,
Also, you kind of communicated with my friend earlier a couple weeks ago, didn't you?
Yeah. Well, I don't know if you're friends or not, but if you say you are, I guess I'll believe you.
Well, we're both part of the court. He's more interested in that wild shaping nonsense that
More
you do.
into animals.
wait, you know each other?
Of course. He's technically my underling, by all accounts. He likes to take a more vested interest in the world's going on, but he does tend to have stronger followers, though you seem to have suffered some problems recently, from what I hear.
It's a tough life.
I'll have to hear more about this.
It's not that big of a deal. The druids are on the downswing. The new gods are on the upswing. Why do you think I was pushing so hard for you to get an artist guild started? There might be a message for you written in there.
Wait, what?
Oh no, no, it's just me.
There's a fish and a
I
snake.
had this idea for an invention, and I thought it would be so cool. But
It's called a
wasn't.
snakefish.
Yeah. Sorry, keep talking,
You
guys.
basically
Keep
came up
talking,
with a
guys.
light bulb.
Sorry, guys.
Well, you have what you want.
No,
and
no, a flying device. That was my
I
invention.
am
didn't
more
work.
glad than ever
Yeah,
to work with you.
That was kind of the idea. At the end of this, I would either have a worthy person to follow me, or I would be looking for somebody who needed a job. He kind of looks over at Jasmine.
I mean,
All of a sudden, time
No, she's still zonked out.
What about me?
what?
Never you mind, dear. Go
Oh,
back to
sorry.
Go back to your invention.
He wants to probably sign a
works
nasty
now.
contract with you.
Well, they've already accepted a gift. Gifts are paid back in turn.
I'd like to think I've already done most of that, but all right.
Well,
I think you meant they got a gift of wine, so they.
Oh,
it's always good to have a little extra in your pocket.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
Whoa.
Continue.
That was so fast.
I've made a horrible mistake. Okay, can we stop with the paper airplane for a moment?
Okay.
Now I'm just realizing that we're taking up a lot of time on
Sorry.
this.
Yeah, I
Okay.
do have to
Yeah.
leave at
All
some
right,
point.
sorry,
I-
yeah,
I-
we'll-
We're probably already River King, honestly, before he came in.
I have to pick up Rose.
Okay, sorry.
So, I just wanted to check in, make sure everything was going well.
Things are going well, and I hope they continue to. I trust you on this. Okay, maybe that was a mistake.
Oh.
I wouldn't trust me. You're from the Prime Plane. We make deals. We exchange business. We don't trust each other.
Trust but verify?
If you'd like.
There is trust inherent in a contract.
Now, if you trust, you don't need a contract. The contract.
Contract is part of the trust.
I see that you are a libertarian.
Well, I merely wanted to check in.
Probably.
I'll be getting a hold of you
Sadly.
soon for actual proper business.
Sounds like a plan to me. Seems like it never stops.
Take care. He disappears.
So now you've met who I've been working for.
Charming.
Very
Charming.
interesting.
You doing all right?
Huss.
Yeah.
Huss
Yep.
straightens his jacket
He's cool.
and says,
I'm gonna check the
"That
wine,
was
make sure it's
terrifying."
The wine is gone.
What?
Has it been like an hour yet? Are we like coming down? Or?
You're starting to come
3
down.
Okay.
minutes.
Also,
Whoa.
the fact that he left helped.
Okay.
For them, it was an hour.
Whoa.
For us, it was a few minutes.
You need to tell him.
Oh no! I
to
think
bring
for
that
me it
wine
was
back.
for Huss it
wasn't
was a
yours to
couple
begin
hours.
with.
That was terrifying.
So you did the thing.
No,
You
he gave you the goblet the wine was in. He's like that. He does that.
so you're
As you're
you're
kind of wrapping
settled.
up,
Sorry, I kind of zoned out there for. You're going with him, right? You made the choice.
Yeah, he's on team jerk
Cool.
face.
Hey, what?
I mean-
what's your deal with him? I mean,
I think he's trying to
understand
say he thinks that the old god I worship is someone underneath him in the Fae. I suppose that might be true. That's not good news if
I
it's true,
think
but
you-
it might be.
I think you literally backed the lesser Fae.
It's certainly possible.
Are you questioning your faith now?
Question.
Maybe.
There's always
I feel
an
bad.
order to gods,
Yeah.
and all that means is that your god perhaps is thrown in with
Hello.
his god's law.
Yeah.
All right. Are we ending the session here? I'm just realizing we came
There's
out
a
of
knock.
time.
Who
on
is
the
it?
door.
Oh wait. Yes. Yes.
the door
Oh,
swings open.
I'll take it,
and,
Demetrius.
Demetrius goes to swing open the door, and the doors just open of their own.
Oh.
In steps the familiar face of Nanarin.
Uh-oh.
It seems like she's,
What?
It seems like she's 3 drinks into the bag at this point. She
Oh.
kind of stumbles in.
It's one of those
He
days.
says, "Hey, shield of fuckers, where are ya?"
She was a bore lane.
In here, in the
Burn.
Naren,
Wait, why are you inviting her?
Under
in?
there.
She was pretty sad.
Don't we not like
she had information last time.
She's a mercenary.
She swings the curtain open. There you are. The fucking. She starts kind of like grabbing at her clothes, like trying to find something.
Okay.
How can we help?
Messenger.
I'm just. Hold
I'm gonna
on.
be that drunk
Hold on.
in about an hour.
You. Well, if you're looking for a drinking companion, let me know. Here we go. Lady Stillmain invites you to her courthouse. Wait, no. To her office for a meeting.
Thank you, Nanarin.
Already?
Yeah, fuck you too.
Oh,
You just have this
Are you
very
okay?
professionally angry character.
he's pleasant.
Pass. She
Who are you?
Jasmal, hey.
Hi. I'm here to escort you back. When are we leaving?
I imagine.
Pretty
Well,
soon.
I would say tomorrow, but when can you leave? You have a lot of things going on.
I can leave whenever I want. There are people here who can operate stuff.
What time of day is it right now?
Oh, right now it's evening.
Hermia, will you be accompanying us, or will you be staying here in
That's
almost the city?
That's the question.
Alaghon is a city.
No, I
said
said here in the
Okay.
I almost said here in the city, so here in the town.
Here's the other
one.
What do you want to do?
Hermia says, I think it would be best if I stayed here. We kind of have some enemies in Alaghon. And
I'll be careful.
right here, while you are kind of new at this, I can make myself useful.
You also have friends here at the guild, right?
Yeah, I'm starting to make friends at least.
So
You could be my stand-in while I'm out.
I can.
It would
I'll be sure
nice.
to write.
I imagine it would be nice to have the guild and qualified hands.
Yes.
At some point, she could also potentially go to the safe house if she needs.
Yes.
Joff's
Oh, we
house.
should probably give her info on the safe house if you guys tell me about that.
Yeah.
Of course.
Joff, do you give her info on the safe house? This is Lysander's wife.
Yeah.
Is the Naren still here?
Oh, sorry. If anyone's here.
And Erin is kind of standing there, but she's
Will
like,
she remember anything?
she's kind of drunk, and she's kind of just looking around as like, what the fuck is the alcohol?
Shall we leave tomorrow or the day after?
I'm fine with tomorrow.
Okay, so we will be leaving tomorrow by the east gate. Is that right?
Yeah, the northeast gate. No. She says, all right, well, I'll see you there. Just try not to
Bye.
try not to leave or whatever.
We'll wait for you.
Everybody, quick, leave.
Yeah, sure. So, oh
Wow.
If you need me, I'll be at the tavern, the cheap one.
I'm coming.
There's like 3 of those.
You want to?
Yeah.
All right, let's go get hammered.
Hammered.
Okay.
She kind of grabs Joff by his shoulder and starts dragging him out. This place is a bore, anyways.
Getting
See you
knackered,
guys later.
Getting knackered with an Aaron.
Apparently.
Bye.
So the two of you leave.
Good luck.
Have fun.
Anybody coming?
No.
Nah.
We'll
I'm just
be-
gonna
This-
sit here and think.
We'll be along.
Keep
All right.
your hands a little.
Okay, now that they're gone, we can let Hermia know.
Okay. Here's the location of the safe house.
Yep.
Go to this.
So
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, actually, so Haas tells you
Yeah.
and Hermia
Wait, my,
the
wait,
locations.
my safe house?
Yes.
You don't
You
have a
told
safe
Hall.
house.
You're
You're not
gone.
there. You gave him a map.
Yeah.
you showed him the map. You didn't give it to him.
Right.
Do you have like an eidetic memory or anything?
No, but
You're a robot. You're supposed to take pictures.
You had plenty of time. You could transcribe it
robot.
if you wanted to.
Don't fall in a trap.
Screenshot.
I imagine I have. Well, I wouldn't. Would I have made a copy of that map?
It would make sense to if you're going to use the safe house.
You
No,
know
I
what?
have two.
You know what? Actually, I probably have a copy of that map, but I encoded it in my journal. So
Also, you made 2 copies, but you gave one to
Yeah.
Agrid so his guards could patrol.
Yeah. And that means I can just go to him to get it.
well, but in that
If
day
needed.
in that
Okay.
day's travel, the map is in my
Okay.
In the journals.
So I give I give you and Hermia a map that is like kind of a copy of mine. That's the good enough. It's a copy of a copy, but
Somebody dies because of my trap. It wasn't my fault.
So Hermia,
You've been warned.
Hermia
It's
says
written at
that
the
she
bottom
will
of the map.
stay Here, she appreciates the offer of a safe house. Hopefully, she won't need it.
in case we have to be there for some reason.
I put a big door in for you guys.
Nice.
Yeah, he made it human sized, so everyone.
Just in case.
That is a big
We're
door.
outside.
As you are kind of getting ready and going to, are you going to be staying in the Artist Guild? They seem to have beds for those who want it, but there is also you also could stay in the tavern.
Oh,
They
no,
have
it's-
better alcohol. For
Oh
sure.
no, it's basically free here.
Yeah, I
I
want to
run
stay
the place.
here so my
Drink a lot of
puppy
alcohol,
can
but
play
sleep
with
here.
his brothers and sisters.
Also, you can lay low.
Yeah. I'm gonna go pet those puppies, actually.
I'm actually going to go.
Go play with the puppies.
I'm going to go check in at the Smith Guild.
Oh, man.
But come back
All right.
I'm gonna have to fill
The
her
Smiths
in.
Guild is going to question if you're going to be paying your dues for the next month because it's getting close to the end of this month.
I'll do that.
Okay. 9 gold,
Right.
and you are paid up for the next month.
Okay. I
Pretty
pay.
significant cost.
Oh,
But it includes room and board, right?
yeah.
You
Well,
get
not only that, but
access-
it's access to, and it's also
to-
like membership.
Yeah.
Sure.
And if you've ever tried to apply to the Elks Lodge, you can see how high those membership costs
I
can
didn't.
get.
Country club is worse.
And like this, like that, will buy you for, like, yeah. Anyways, it's basically 1 gold a week, is how it works out.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
Yeah, the weird scale. Yeah.
Am I gonna have to like get a copy of my month rundown and just?
Well,
Yeah, unless you're going to name them different things, because I'm always going to think a week is 7 days and a month is 30 days.
yeah, it's 5 days a week and 10 weeks in a month.
9 weeks
9
a
weeks.
month.
A month? Okay.
So it equals out to 45 days
Oh,
in the month,
okay.
which make them lock very nicely together into 2 months per season.
It is kind of expensive, but I mean, in theory, like when you're in theory, you have room and board at any guild.
Yeah, that's good.
That the Smiths, at any Smiths Guild, access to contracts, access to people, contacts if you need to talk to them or get information. Basically,
Like I could get a good paying job anywhere there's a Smiths Guild.
yeah,
You got a union.
and also somebody who can fill you in on any questions about wherever you happen to arrive.
Yeah.
So, you pay your dues, you come back, you go to bed. Everyone's camping out in the Artist Guild. The chiseling gets a little grating at first, but it goes away in time. Everyone goes to their houses or wherever.
I was gonna say around evening time, I'd imagine all the really loud artisans.
Yeah.
That and we're like in the warehouse district, so it's probably pretty quiet.
Yeah.
Like it's
no
like
one
it's
here.
quieter here than in the tavern.
And you've like
good.
people kind of stick around and have a meal together and kind of talk in sort of this communal dining room where a couple of tables are set up. But eventually, most of them leave and go back to their homes because they're mostly local. And yeah, that's where we'll end the session. Waking
Let's
up on
get
the next day.
drunk.
Okay.
You get truly hammered with Nanerim. Please roll me percentile dice.
Determine if you hook up with me.
Oh,
Like accidental
no.
makeouts.
Oh no!
No,
no.
not a random encounter.
What?
You'll see what happens.
All right.
I'm really expecting this to go badly. Okay.
30.
And then second die because it's percentile.
30 in the second one.
You remember Nintendo was our mortal enemy, right? At one point.
Joff just gets
34.
Yeah, but remember last time we ran into her,
Yeah,
she
she's
was just
broken
kind of a
and
sad
everything.
sack.
I'm just trying to remember my enemy.
What was her deal? Was she your enemy?
So she
yeah,
she was a kind of a freelance agent of the evil
Necromancer.
necromancer who we fought in the first war.
Oh, okay.
She basically hated the town and wanted to see the town destroyed.
You need to borrow one from me?
That's what she was. That was her motivation.
I gave her one for essentially. Well, it was that she wanted to revive her dead sister, and there was literally no way of doing that. That was reasonable.
Yeah.
She made a deal with the undead god, the Orcus.
So,
Yeah.
Joff, you wake
We,
up.
we stopped her
Oh,
and
okay.
everybody
morning.
else, and
In a
she's
gutter?
She ended up kind of like
You
kind of broken.
see-
Oh, okay.
She
She's
was
like down on.
She was broken.
Actually, sorry, not
You
a
can see,
gutter.
like,
You
some
wake
of
up
the
And we
in
ran
bed
back
that you
into
don't
her in
recognize.
Alaghon, where she
Right.
And
was
there
where
is
she's
a
doing
half and
mercenary
one
work now.
Right,
So
right.
she's kind
I
of
think that was when
Oh.
the session I
yeah.
wasn't here, but I was
okay.
on that date with Paris.
Right,
You guys
yeah.
did that.
All right. So I need to sneak out.
But yeah, that's the thing.
Make
Is
a
that
stealth check.
I think I accidentally, Lysander broke her a little by having a really big. You really think your problems are that bad? Conversation with her while she's in jail. Like it got
9.
depressing.
Okay.
So now she's
You
sad.
try and sneak out of your one night stand.
Oh, hold on.
That escalated.
Oh, it's almost
Jeff
like if you're not
got
paying
lucky.
attention, something weird happens. She wakes up, sees you trying to sneak out. She gets really, really clingy, and then when you try and brush her off, she throws a vase at you. And
A
you
vase?
have to, a vase or a vase, a big flower holder,
Oh, okay.
and she throws it at you. It misses and shatters against the wall, but you duck out of there pretty quickly and make like a bee and get the hell out of there.
Bishop falls